It's Operation Babble with Myke Shrews. It's pop culture, music, movies, TV too. It's time to explore life. It's Operation Babble time.
And John just came.
I call that my sado face.
Oh no, what are you sad for now?
I don't know, just life in general. Actually, that's not true. I had a life-changing experience last night. Actually, it was 2 nights ago, and I had kind of a coming to God moment. And I think this might be my last podcast because I think I'm going to really start to try and get back to my Catholic upbringing. And I think I've just been saying really mean things lately, and my soul is very tainted. And I think it's important now that I really become one with myself and really start to try and get back to spreading the word of God. And it's very important to me that people understand that. I'm totally fucking with you. No, I watched Dogma the other night. And Alan Rickman came to me in my dreams and told me that he was the voice of the one true God. And I laughed my ass off hysterically. That fucking movie's great, dude. That movie is so fucking good. Oh boy,
That's a good. I love that movie. I think Dogma was one of my first Kevin Smith movies, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't have back in the 90s we didn't really have like as much access to all the movies and shit like that as we do nowadays. So like when Clerks came out, I was young as shit. You know, the first Clerks, and then Mallrats. Like I had heard of Mallrats, but the name like kind of was like, the fuck Mallrats? I'm not gonna go watch that shit. What the hell? Like one of my older brothers had watched that one, but and then what came after Mallrats was Chasing Amy. Yep. Which that one really didn't get as much love as it needed, probably back in the day.
That one was a lot more controversial for its time.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays, it would be, like, easy peasy, you know.
It's just another one, yeah.
But, yeah, the Dogma was, like, the main big one. I think it was because, you know, it had some bigger A stars in it.
Oh, yeah.
At the time when it came out. And, yeah, it was good. I still don't believe I saw it in theaters, though. I don't think we saw that in theaters because that came out in what, 90s?
Those are early 90s and like mid 90s and shit. Yeah. No, I love all those movies, man. I was like, now I'm just watching Dogma, and God, I love his writing. That shit is so funny. Like
it's one thing that it's 99 for Dogma.
Okay.
But one thing that he always gets, like, he doesn't get enough credit for his dialogue. Like where lots of movies that get these big ass budgets and get like tons of stuff, there's all this action in them, but there's no fucking dialogue to move. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Dialogue matters in movies, people, especially if there's audio.
Yeah. It's just his character interaction stuff. Regardless of whether or not you actually like the characters or like his movies, like, he knows how to write for his characters. Like, all of the people in his fucking movie are a character. Like, they're a little bit hyperbolic. They all like represent like a completely different perspective, and their interactions are always really solid. And yeah, his dialogue tends to be a little like overinflated and maybe a little bit more like, I don't know, like flowery and like, you know, thesaurus-y than most people would assume. But I remember watching a lot of his movies back in the day and like literally like writing down words that I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Like thanks to him, I learned words like gentrification and shit like that.
I would say like, and you get that a lot too with other art. I mean, yeah, I never really thought of it that way. But I think I did the same thing with Eminem when he came out. Because he
yeah.
was using bigger words, like using bigger words to rhyme them with smaller words. But then you're like, well, what the fuck does that big word mean? Like, come on. So, yeah, I get it. Like, especially with Kevin Smith movies. Like, again, I didn't get in touch with it until later on.
Yeah.
So I was already kind of, like, well-versed in other stuff. But, yeah, I can see that with his movies.
So I couldn't remember if that's what you said. Which one was your first Kevin Smith movie?
So I think Dogma was the first one that I had watched. But I didn't really, and then I had seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, just because it was like, that was like a big movie in theaters. I think I might have seen that one in theaters because my brother went to it.
I might have seen that one in theaters.
But then,
I don't remember.
like, as becoming an official, like, Kevin Smith fan that I am today, where, like, I listen to all of his podcasts, I can, I've seen every single one of his movies and, like, I believe I've seen most of the movies that he's like just randomly shows up in as doing a little cameo and stuff, like in Fanboys and all that crap.
Daredevil,
yeah. Die Hard,
Live Free or Die Hard.
Live Free, yeah.
Yep. Where he played what was it, Warlock or something?
Yep. Yeah. But I didn't really get into like him and his style and all of his movies and stuff until Clerks 2 came out. 2006. I was sitting there. I was being stupid and getting my hair micro braided. So I had hours. That's another story.
Are you in Jamaica?
I had hours to just spend doing, just watching TV as I was getting the hair braided. So we turned that movie on, Clerks 2. And then I just fell in love with, like, because I was like, oh, I remember these characters from, like, Jay and Silent Bob and this and that. And then I went back. So I had never watched Clerks until after Clerks 2. And then I went back to go see it. And now I own every single one of the damn View Askew movies. And then I cannot wait until the Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie comes out because fuck yes.
Oh, man. I'm worried. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little worried. I don't know.
Everything I've heard has been pretty good. I'm not gonna give my hopes up because
he's writing and directing, which is good. I mean, that's his element. Whenever he's like, Cop Out was a perfect example of like when he doesn't have complete creative control, shit gets a little out of hand.
And he edits all of his movies too. He cuts everything he does.
Oh, trust me, that was something I noticed in Dogma. I haven't watched Dogma in a few years. It's been probably 3 years since I watched it last. Yeah. And Dogma, here's how I'll do it. Okay, so I saw Red State. So pretty much all the movies after Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
No, it's real.
Because Red State and like Yoga Hosers and Tusk and stuff all came after Jay and Silent Bob Strike
That all
Back.
came after Clerks 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Clerks 2 was supposed to like end the whole View Askew universe thing.
Yeah.
But now they're going back to it.
Okay.
So it's
I thought Clerks 2 came before Jay and Silent Bob, but okay.
No.
So I guess after that movie, then I kind of just because I saw Red State and it was okay. I watched it mostly because I like John Goodman. Mm-hmm. It was all right.
I like his
quite feeling it.
The ending that he wrote for it. But they didn't shoot it because they didn't have the budget and stuff. So then they did the ending in the movie.
Oh yeah, it was like the apocalypse.
Yeah, they were actually gonna have like the Four Horsemen show up and
I
shit.
would have loved that. Would have been dope.
I was like, that would have been sweet, but I so could have seen how many people would just was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah. So I don't know. I do want to watch Tusk and Yoga Hosers just for the sake of it. Mm-hmm. But my first movie was Mallrats, which I'd probably argue is maybe my favorite. I think, because I think that was the one where it introduced the most characters and I liked it. I liked everybody in that one, and Stan Lee's in it, so obviously that's amazing. And fucking Yondu's in it, which is also awesome.
Which is like the main reason why Kevin Smith cried during the Captain Marvel movie was because they tossed his script into it, and they actually used from what I heard from him, because he was talking about it, they actually went back and grabbed the audio from the Mallrats movie and used Stan Lee's voice from the Mallrats movie into that movie, because he was so like deteriorated by the time they shot that scene for the movie that the audio was just better just grabbing it apparently from the 90s.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's kind of a neat thing. Yeah, I would say Mallrats was probably my favorite. Dogma is easily up there. That's the one I probably watch the most.
Yeah.
Just because I think I just think it's funny. It's got some of the best acting too. Like Ben Affleck really does a good job, and Matt Damon's fucking great, and like I love all the stuff in that. Man, though, he cannot edit action. Holy fuck. Like there's just a couple of like subtle scenes like when the three like hockey hoodlum demon kids attack the chick for the first time in the parking lot, and Jay and Silent Bob are introduced and save her. God, dude, the fight scene is just so slow. Like it's just like you watch the like fist come in from off screen and punch the kid in the face, and the kid does the reaction, and they like hold on the reaction, and it feels like everything's in slow motion.
It was also like 90s kind of like Batman humor type thing.
Well, and it's campy, yeah.
Like it was supposed to be campy, but you could tell.
Yeah, you could definitely tell. Like you could literally like it gives you enough frame rate or frame time to put up a pow or a zap or a kapow or something if you wanted to.
It's totally going after the Batman from the 60s. It's like pow.
Yeah. In this day and age, those fight scenes they're really slow, and especially in a movie that's extremely dialogue and like character interaction heavy, the action wouldn't hurt to be a little quicker.
Right.
But you know, you're judging a fucking movie from, you know, damn near 20 years ago. It's good, man. I love that one. Mallrats is probably my favorite. And then I would say, though, my favorite scene from any Kevin Smith movie is probably from Chasing Amy, I think, though.
Yeah.
It's actually a combo of scenes. It's pretty much everything that takes place at the introduction at the Comic-Con. The Tracer stuff is fucking hysterical. Yeah. But the Black Panther type character, who I can't remember his name to save my life.
Malcolm?
Yeah. Oh God, of course it would be Malcolm.
That was the joke in it, dude.
Yeah. His whole speech on Star Wars, it fucking kills me every time.
Oh yeah, you take it off and it's a old white man.
Old feeble white man. What you trying to tell me? Deep inside, we all want to be white.
Right.
Shit is.
And the way
fucking black rage, and then he fucking shoots. It was so great.
It's Hooper X.
Hooper X.
Okay. So not Malcolm.
I was gonna say. I was like, it's not.
I so thought his name was Malcolm, but I guess they don't really say his name a whole lot in the movie. So
no, and it's totally what they were aiming for. So that's fucking funny though. Goddamn. That one's good too. I don't know though, man. Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot. I'm a little worried. I'm
surprised that he because him and Joey Lauren Adams like dated. Mm-hmm. That's why he got her in Mallrats and stuff.
Yep.
So I'm surprised that he still keeps getting her coming back. Like they must have ended on really good terms.
Yeah. No, he's been pretty open about that relationship for a really long time.
Yeah.
Actually. No, I'm just kind of like he has been doing a lot of stuff with his daughter lately, and she's pretty super feminist type stuff. And and not to sound insensitive, but obviously ever since his heart attack, he's made a lot of personal life changes and stuff. And I feel like some of that stuff might be getting
bleeding into
preachy.
there.
Yeah.
He said, because he had thought about that. He had talked about that on the podcast with I I don't remember which podcast it was actually, so I'm not even going to try and say. But he had talked about it, like people are like he worried about himself putting more preachy stuff in it, or like making his characters vegan and stuff like that. So he said that he didn't do that, but he said he had to take out like a lot of fat jokes that he had written because he had written the movie beforehand
a couple years ago.
So like he wrote it before he had the heart attack and all that stuff, so there were still fat jokes, so he had to fix it, change up some jokes and stuff like that. So
well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that, because that's literally been my only like real hang up about it, because I'm like, if they overdo the cameos and bring in a bunch of stuff and it's not quite there, it's like it's fine. I mean, you're not looking for like this big, you're not looking for like an end game type thing to like tie all these loose ends and make it a perfect swan song. It's just, it feels like it's just hopefully going to be another decent movie with all these characters showing up and fucking around.
Well, also speaking of his daughter, he posted something. Apparently she made the poster for the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie that Quentin Tarantino's doing, or did. The one that takes place around like Manson and Tate and all them, Sharon Tate and all that. Yeah.
I heard rumors that Quentin Tarantino just penned a script for a Star Trek movie.
Yes.
Is that true?
It's supposed to be a rated R Star Trek movie, and supposedly it's still going through, so we'll see.
That is very random.
He said he wanted to do a Star Trek movie, so.
Dude, fuck it. Why not? I like to see it. What the hell? It'd be funny. I didn't hate A Hateful Eight. I thought it was all right.
You have to have like a desired taste for some of his movies because of the way he goes and like does the story switching. I think Hateful Eight, they said they're actually turning it into like they're gonna take the different chapters from the movie, how it's like set up, and it's gonna be different like episodes on Netflix. So if you don't want to watch this one, you can skip to the next one.
Oh, that's cool.
So on Netflix, you'll have like the whole movie, but then you can also go in and watch it like a TV show if you want to.
Oh, that's kind of
neat. I'm guessing because of that reason, because it spreads out so much that by the time you get to the end, you're like, wait, what? I don't get that reference, or because that was a long movie. That was close to 3 hours.
It was almost 3 hours. Yeah, I think it was like 2:48 or something like that. It was pretty good. Channing Tatum was pretty good in it. I enjoyed that. I don't know. It was pretty good.
I'm really excited though for his new one, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because it does revolve around that time frame of Manson and stuff. And they actually showed Manson in the trailer, like not like the real Manson, but like an actor playing him. And the guy that plays him actually looks a lot like him. Like they did a really good job on that. So
I think I saw that trailer. Yeah, no, I'm curious. It'll be fun. I definitely don't go to theaters for Tarantino movies. Like,
let's see. Yeah. Damon Herman is the guy who plays Charles Manson.
Oh wow.
What has he done that I can even say I've seen? I'm trying to see. He looks familiar, but it doesn't. Yeah, nothing's coming up in his thing. He has a huge IMDb thing though. Holy crap.
Oh, I did figure something out really funny though. Thanks to Dogma, I did realize that Matt Damon has portrayed Loki in 2 different movies.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. But nope, right. I'm ready for the reboot. I hope it's good. I'll probably actually go to the theater for that one just because I like Kevin Smith and I want to support his stuff. And like I said, I wasn't like super down on the last couple of things like Yoga Hosers, Miss Me. I do want to watch it just because I want to see if his daughter can act worth a damn.
It's good. It's good. Because Yoga Hosers is just like a spin-off from Tusk using.
So I gotta watch Tusk first?
No, you don't need to. No, because so what it is the characters that his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter play.
Yeah, in the convenience store.
In the convenience store, they're the same characters they played in Tusk. It's just a spin-off from that, and then Johnny Depp is in both of them as well as the same character as well. Okay. So
cool,
which is pretty sweet. Nikki did not like Tusk.
I
liked it. I thought it was.
I don't imagine I would.
If I think Hannah would like it more than you. It has more. It has serious tones to it, but it's kind of more like your B horror type thing, or like creature feature type deal. You know,
maybe that'd be a good one for me and her to do a commentary on. Maybe that'll be fun. Maybe that'll be cool.
I mean, it's not like mad scientist-y, like gruesome as Human Centipede.
I was just about to say, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, it has the vibe of Human Centipede, but it's not like as disgusting as that one.
Well, that's good.
So,
let's see. What else? Oh man, the universe is insane right now. I'm like, speaking of universe, fucking Men in Black. Did that come out?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh,
at least I've been seeing reviews everywhere. So
with Chris Hemsworth and Michael Jackson apparently. There's no way that movie's good. There's no way. I refuse to believe that movie's good. The trailer. Every time I see a trailer, I just get more and more annoyed. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Another Thor reference. Way to be. Good job, guys. It's so lame. I do want to see the third one though. I heard the third one's really, really good.
I'm surprised you haven't seen the third one yet. Like,
well, because the second one was just so bad that I was just like, ugh. I'm good. I don't want. And it's like, luckily it is the trilogy, so it makes more sense now. But just the whole like Agent K trying to retire and leave storyline just got really fucking tired after the second one. It was just like, ugh. I get it. He's old and he knows stuff. We got to keep bringing him back. Fuck. But then it was like, and I didn't really know Josh Brolin at the time. You got to remember, what did he do at the time that I would have given a shit about? Like
Goonies,
Jonah Hex,
Goonies, maybe? Sicario.
What? I didn't see Sicario.
No.
I should have seen Sicario. I heard that's fucking incredible.
I haven't watched either of them, and I have both of them. I need to watch them. But we've been trying to find the time where we can. Because, we have family in Juarez, so we don't want to watch movies about that with the kids and then be like, hey, we're going here.
Well, we're definitely not going to go for Cinco de Mayo. We're gonna stay here.
Freak the kids out every time we go.
Fucking Christ. Okay, so in more topical news, E3. E3's up.
Did it finish? E3 is done and over with now. Because it was this past weekend, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. I actually thought I thought today was the last day. I could be wrong. I don't keep up on that shit, man. That stuff's getting weird to me now. It's like fucking like announcements and shit. It's like, if the game's not coming out for so long, like, I don't want to see.
Well, E3 is about a lot more than just the announcements, isn't it? It's because it's kind of like.
Well, they like to show off.
I've never
games
paid attention to that shit, so I know it's. I thought it was more like a convention type thing that they just do announcements at. That's what I was under the assumption of, but I could be wrong because I don't pay attention to that. Like I barely pay attention to the shit that comes out of Comic-Con.
Yeah, true. No, it's like, it's just a big, I think it's over. It's a big, convention. That's all it is. And really all it's for is, it's just like any other convention. It's to announce stuff and show hardware and, do press and
It'll be over by the time this cast comes on, but it ends on the 13th.
Oh, okay.
So we have one more day of this shit.
So I don't know. They dropped the Cyberpunk game that's got Keanu Reeves in it because he's hot right now with John Wick and all that shit. They dropped the Avengers. They did the Avengers game, which I guess they're trying to say it's not necessarily tied into the MCU, even though all the character designs look just like the MCU.
That's weird.
Except, like, they're like, it's so fucking weird. It's like you could tell they were trying to make them look like the actors and then failed miserably.
Yeah.
And like Nolan North is going to be Iron Man, so I'm like, why not have him be somebody else, like a Hawkeye maybe, because he actually did Hawkeye in the fucking cartoon.
Right. Ooh, yeah, I see these. Yeah, the graphics look horrid. Holy crap.
It's like, I mean, you could make the argument. It's like, well, you know, it's just an announcement. It's not. Then why bother announcing it? You know, on this huge platform. Why show off how shitty something looks? Like,
why does Captain America look really fat?
Because he looks like he's wearing fucking hockey pads. Like, he looks like a dickhead.
Well, even in the face, he's really fat in the face. And Natasha just looks horrible. Yeah, like they act like they can't do a good female face in a video game. Come on, guys, it's freaking 2019.
Right?
What the hell?
And it's worse when they like show off the Final Fantasy remake.
Yeah.
And it like looks like Uncanny Valley, like it looks so good. And it's just like, wow, we have the fucking Disney Marvel darling Avengers and you guys do this fucking terrible representation. It's fucking horrible. Like, why would you not get all the voice actors from your fucking cartoons to be the characters? Like, there's literally a guy who sounds like Robert Downey Jr. who could be him, or you could get Adrian Pasdar who's been Iron Man in like all of their animated shit. Yeah. Like, why not just have him do it? But, you know, whatever. They're fucking dumb.
I'm sure he would do it for him because he's not on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. no more.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's just a big fucking miss. I don't know why you would do that. It's just really fucking dumb. It's so stupid.
There's a lot of this stuff that looks horrible. Dude, how do they fuck up a dog?
What?
The Inhumans one? I'm looking at some images. This looks really horrible. What is this? Oh, this is Ultimate Alliance 3. Is that the one? No, that's a different game.
No, that's a different game.
Okay,
Ultimate Alliance is the one that I was talking about that had like Miles Morales in it. Like 3 or 4
Well, apparently they're going to have the Inhumans in it because they have Dog, I think it's Dog Pound is what his name is, right?
Oh shit. Well, that's cool.
Which he was like the best part of the fucking Inhumans TV show, by the way.
Oh God! Speaking of TV shows, I finally had a day. I started sitting down and I started the second half of season 4 of DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
You finish completely then, all 16 episodes or whatever.
Fuck no! I only got how many hours in a day do you think there are, my dude?
Come on, you watch double them. You two at a time. That's only an hour and like 20 minutes or some shit like that.
Well, yeah, when you're starting at like fucking 3:30 in the afternoon and got to be asleep by like 6:30, it's like.
So how many are you in then? Because you had seen the first 8 originally.
Yeah. So I think I got 3 more.
Okay.
It was 3 or 4 more. I got the one with the truth cockroach in the RV.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I
love that
episode. It was so well done. Like, it was even just like technically well done because like they obviously. That's why I really like this show. It feels like a hyper play.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like a TV show. It completely like changed the tone. It feels like the old Buffy show.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a stage play almost. Like, everybody, like, the whole joke is like they get all these elaborate costumes and go to these weird set pieces and do some really off the wall shit. And like the whole point of that episode was they're like on like a National Lampoon / like basic family RV trip.
Yeah.
And they even shoot it like you could tell like they were taking shots like through the windshield of the RV. So it looked like it had that like old film like filter, like it looked like the fucking Wonder Years.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And dude, the acting chemistry from that whole group of people is insane. They're all so good. I love them so much. Like, Heatwave's great. Heatwave is my dude, and Katie Lotz. Oh my god, dude, her in that red dress when they do the tango stuff. Like, I thought my eyes were gonna melt out of my face. Like, she's She is so just like on another level of gorgeous human being. It's insane. And I love her storyline with Ava. Yeah. Like, it feels really good. Like, it doesn't feel like this, like...
It doesn't feel pushed or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not this LGBTQ gender politic pandering bullshit. Like, it's two really good characters having a real relationship and that I actually give a shit about.
So, here's the one thing I love about this show, like, because I started the Arrowverse with Legends. And then after I watched the first seasons of Legends, I went back and watched the shows to get some more grasp on some of the characters and shit.
Especially because the first like 2 seasons of Legends is just all referential shit from the universe.
So, but I mean, I still enjoyed the show even without knowing, because I was like, okay, I get it, because I understood the comic book characters. Already, well, so I didn't really need the actual shows, but I was like, okay, this might make for better entertainment later down the road in case they reference something specific in an episode or some bullshit like that. So,
well, I also argue like it's kind of nice sometimes to watch stuff like that, because like there's like the Happy Death Day 2 movies coming out soon. I'm like, I want to see the sequel before I see the first one, and they're like, why? I'm like, because I don't know, the second one looks entertaining.
You need the first. I have not seen the second one yet, but you need the first one to get the second one, I would think, because...
And that's what Hannah told me too, but I go, I get the concept. It's like a Groundhog Day thing. It's like, oh, but you need to know why she's doing it. I'm like, nah, I'll see if the story's good, and if it's good, I can go back.
For the first one, I would watch the first one first, because I'm sure the second one is probably going to spoil the first one, the ending for the first one.
See, I guess I say... spoiler means something I'd give a shit about, like, in my opinion, you know.
Well, you gotta care about the horror genre and in general to have it spoiled for you, then I guess. But I love the fact that that movie is a different take on the horror genre. Like, it's horror meets Groundhog's Day meets like comedy-esque, but it's still like comedy that has like
real horror,
right? Yeah, real horror, elements to it, and it's pretty cool. And the shit that they do in the first one is awesome. Just to like watch it, it would be kind of like going and seeing Deadpool 2 and not seeing Deadpool.
See, and I feel like you could do it, like,
but you could do it, but it's like the impact of that first one is cool, because the second one, then you're just like, okay. Yeah.
See, I guess I'm just weird because I think I can appreciate it from the reveal stuff to also I can appreciate it the other way around, kind of like oh, that's what that's from. Right. That's cool. Yeah. Like, you know, like I still get the reveal. Get that.
But
so
okay, so take it like this then. Instead of the reveal part, how about the it's different type thing? Like, so if you watched Purge 2 before Purge 1, you would hate the franchise one, but the first one made it a good franchise.
But see, I would argue because the movie sucks. What if the second one happens to be better? Like, it gets its
but it's not.
Because, you know, like X-Men 2 is better than the first X-Men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would argue,
but then you're let down when you go back and watch the first one.
I guess maybe I appreciate the first one more just because I'm getting the references. But I guess my example would have been is from Legends. Yeah. You know, you got season 1 with Hawk Girl or whatever.
Yep.
And you'd just be like, oh, who's this bitch? You'd be doing it, and then you go back and watch The Flash, and you're like, Cisco meets her at the Jitters, and you're like, oh shit! Like, that's
how I was too when I went back and watched. I was like, oh, okay. Awesome.
See, and I think that's just as cool as the other way around. It's almost, I would argue, almost better the other way than being like.
But honestly, I still like Legends more than I like Flash or Arrow, just because of my style of stuff.
The first 2 seasons of Flash, I think the first season of Flash is like fucking untouchable to me. Like, I think that's a good season, just because, especially because they went deep with his main villain. Oh,
it's like y'all should have just ended it right there. Like, he already beat his main villain. Why do we even need to continue? That should have just been a movie. Good. Just call it a movie and we'll end it.
It was so fucking good, man. Like, it was so good. Legends, I really, really liked the first season. And then now, but it's funny because a lot of people didn't like it. I was really surprised.
It's because it was something different, and they were still catching their characters. Even Sarah Lance in the first season wasn't like completely developed as much as she needed to be. She was going through that whole like she just came back from the dead thing still, and all that spoilers.
And I think Damien Dark's a shitty villain. I just thought he was. I like.
Was he? He wasn't
He wasn't the main one. Vandal was, but Damien Dark was like the guy kind of fucking around with him constantly.
No, that was the second season.
Was it the second one?
Yeah, Damien Dark. Because second season was Damien Dark, Tommy's dad, Malcolm Merlin, and then Reverse Flash.
I swore Damien had some shit going on in the first season, but I could be wrong.
Not that I remember. And then Damien was also in the third season as the main guy.
That shit got off the rails.
Yeah.
In the third one.
But it pays off for the fourth one.
Yeah. I just like the serious tone was kind of cool, mostly because I really like Doctor Who. Like I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. And this really gave me those strong Doctor Who vibes, especially with Rory, essentially Arthur Darvill being their fucking Malcolm, their Mal Reynolds.
Yeah.
Which he was fucking cool. I don't care. I loved him. And I love the reveal about him and Jonah Hex being friends. That's why he wears the duster and shit. Like I thought that was cool. And but I love the campy tone so much better. It works for the goofy. I do hate the fact that they have completely thrown out the superhero element of it though.
They've made it into this is one thing I got from this season is like they have a big problem, they take care of it, and then they just move on with the day like you would though in stuff like at least people that have been dealing with it for so long like they are. They don't like brood on it like fucking Arrow, like, oh my God, what did I do? See, no, you're done, over with it. You can't change it, so.
Well, and that was the thing. That's why I even said like that's why Arrow was really good back in the day, and that's why The Flash was really good. These kind of characters work for the villain of the week storyline. That's the whole point. Like, yeah, you can have a little bit of a overarching tied together story, but let that be through your characters. It doesn't need to be through the actual episode. Like a one-off, like a Scooby Doo. Like this is this is our Scooby Gang now, like in a time ship, and I like it. I like it a lot. Like.
Where those shows like Arrow and Flash, they actually dove into one main villain for the whole thing, especially this last season of Flash where they were on Cicada the entire time. Ugh. Like, yeah, they had some episodes not dealing solely with him, like they had other mix-ins, but he was still in them. Like they were always bringing him. Like, come on, guys, didn't you learn anything from Buffy? She had to deal with the Master, but she still fought 500 other creatures.
Exactly.
It
was, especially when you have to come up with fucking retarded ways for him to escape every time. It's so dumb. Like it was sad to see the Flash like fall from grace like that.
But that's one of the cool things though I like about Legends though is the campiness. It has campy to it, and they're okay with it. Like they've accepted it, and they've even built it into their characters. Like understand it. Yeah. Like they even make references. Meta. They're totally make references to themselves doing. Remember this or freaking Rory was talking about something. He's like, are we all going to have to like join together and be a bear again or some dumb shit like that?
He's my favorite character, dude. He's so fucking funny. And I love the fact that like 90% of the time he's on screen, he's either drinking a beer or eating something.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like, it feels like he as an actor would be like, no, that's my number one rule. I just want to eat every time I'm on screen.
Right.
Like he's just having a fucking good time. And then, so the RV episode's really fucking good.
I think the last two episodes of this season, I feel you should watch those back to back.
Okay. Especially if it's like a two-parter type thing, but
it's not really like a two-parter thing, but I feel it comes together better if you watch those two back to back. Like they still end the episode where you can be like, okay, I'll wait 5 weeks.
I think the only reason why I only got through 3 episodes that day was because the 2 after the RV episode were pretty weak.
That would be the... Okay, wait. So before we go past the RV one, can I tell you one thing I like about this, and I feel another show would have stepped on it? So they had the roach that went inside of you, and you would tell the truth the entire time. Can I tell you how much I really appreciated that that's not how Mona told them that she is a beast? Like, they actually had to go find out and stuff instead of just the roach jumping into her, because that would have been a letdown. Like, a very quick, easy way, and I'm sure lots of people thought that was what's going to happen.
Well, and you could tell the episode was trying to allude that was probably going to happen, so I'm glad they didn't do it. They subverted your expectations. That's how you do it correctly. I love it.
It's like Age of Ultron, where you think freaking Hawkeye's going to die, and nope.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, they're going to kill Hawkeye, please.
They're never going to... I think that Jeremy Renner's going to live on throughout the franchise. He's going to be that one that's just like there.
He's just going to walk away.
Like, yeah, I'm human, bitches. I'm the human element to this shit.
I bet there's something about the Mona storyline that you really like that they do.
That?
The fact that they do the Beast thing.
Yeah.
There's got to be an element of it that you totally appreciate. Because as soon as they did it, I go, I can't believe they did it. That's awesome.
Which element?
Come on. When she actually turns into the Beast, what do?
Oh, I don't remember. What does she do when the first time?
When Mona turns into the werewolf. When she is the werewolf.
I don't know. You
didn't notice that they use a fucking actress that's like triple her size?
Yeah.
They go Lou Ferrigno style, like Hulk, where they have this big beastie chick in makeup be her as the werewolf, and then they turn her back into the little tiny scrawny.
They Kevin Nashed her with Super Shredder, you know.
I fucking love that, dude. It reminds me of the old Lou Ferrigno Hulk. I was like,
dude. This is why I love that show, is because they do everything practical pretty much on there. Like, all of their aliens or mystical creatures are literally there. They're not CG. Where then you go to Flash and fucking all their characters are like CG crap.
You picked a really good time to say that, because with the same thing, my biggest issue with the show right now is the way they treat Constantine, and it's a piggyback off of the Mona stuff.
Okay.
I love the fact that she turns into the big beast and it's practical and it's badass because, it's a bigger chick. It gives more weight. But they do the shitty CGI transformation every time now. Like, you watch her.
I don't think they do.
It's every time. They like stand her in the green screen, do the thing, and she does the big transformation, and it's her face, and then right when she's about to be finished, they cut away and then cut back, and then it's the actress in the prosthetics.
So I feel they stopped that because I don't remember seeing that in the last few episodes.
Well, they did it for at least 2 to 3 episodes.
Okay.
So it is annoying. But the only reason why it annoys the shit out of me is because it doesn't look good enough to warrant the time.
Right.
But at the same time, they make John Constantine look like a fucking dickhead because he does all of the spells.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, boop. It's like a little like glowing thing on the floor, like a little blast of light, or like, I'm like, let's cut the transformation CGI and let's let fucking John Constantine's like eyes glow.
Yeah.
You know, like when he does his thing and his eyes, like, he rolls his eyes up like the fucking Undertaker from WWF. It's like, instead of him doing that, could we have the CGI so he could do like the eye thing like they do in Game of Thrones when the guys warg and they turn like straight white and maybe glow a little bit while he does his spells?
Right.
Because it's literally just him going, and it's like, it kind of looks like a jackass because then like nothing really happens.
I mean, it depends, because if that's what he was doing on his show, the one season that he had, I could see them why they're just doing it like that, because they want to keep it incorporated into their So I don't know. I've never watched his show though. So
well, I want him to do all the spells and stuff. I'm just saying, give the CGI budget to him so he can look cooler while he's doing it.
Right.
Because otherwise, he just looks like he's just doing silly words, and he looks really campy. And if you don't give him some CGI weight to it, it's really lame. And they do have a running joke that I like right now, but I'm wondering why they're doing it. Is that Constantine is always smoking?
Yes.
But she always like flicks the cigarette out of his mouth or takes it from him. Sarah Lance does.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's because the actor doesn't want to smoke anymore, or if maybe somebody's like allergic to it, or like they don't want to show smoking on their
they
relatively like PC show kind of thing.
They say something about it in something. You'll see. I think you'll yeah.
I'm just curious
because I feel it was like they were trying to get him to quit in the show, the storyline.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you'll
might have been earlier
later on you'll see another joke of it come into play.
I do like the running joke though, because I like when they have little running shit like that.
Yeah.
The girl banter is fucking brilliant. So it's like, the fucking Hindu
Hindi?
God damn it, the Hindi god episode, like the god of lust or whatever episode.
Yeah. Which he's not even like the real Hindi god. He just has the
He's
power.
just a dude with some dust or something.
He has the guy's power from whenever.
That is a really Kadeva or whatever. That is a really good episode and a really fucking shitty episode all at the same time, and it's the weirdest thing because they also have like they're dealing with him and they're in the Jane Austen stuff.
Yeah.
And like the Jane Austen storyline, I like a lot.
Yeah, they were just trying to mix a lot into that episode.
It legitimately felt like 3 episodes cut into thirds, and then all 3 of those storylines got mashed together into one episode. It just because like at the end they do this Bollywood like musical number and everybody's singing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, that missed me. Don't get me wrong, I love a musical episode. Like fucking Scrubs did it, 70s Show did it, Buffy fucking did it. Like it's kind of a staple. Like everybody, fucking Supernatural probably does it one of the best ways that anybody ever did. But everybody's just singing all of a sudden, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Couldn't we have just had a musical episode? Like we didn't need this.
I feel really they did a musical episode already when they were puppets, didn't they?
I think that was just they turned into puppets and then they showed up and sang a song. I don't think it was like a whole musical episode. So I was like, I don't know. But like all the girl dialogue was awesome. It actually felt real. Like they're talking about boys and like, ooh, she's gonna fucking smash this dude. And it's like, I was like, oh, I totally bought it. And like the Mona character is kind of like wishy-washy to me and a little annoying. And she has a really good acting moment with Zari when they're talking about love and loss and stuff. When they have like their little like girls sleepover moment,
right? And
Mona gets like really upset. God, her acting in that scene was fucking great. It was really, really well done, and like all their dialogue and all the Jane Austen shit is really, really well done. And then it just gets bogged down by a bunch of bullshit. And oh God, and the fucking reveal of Nate's dad of what he's been doing. That was too dumb for me.
Wait, which I don't know where you're at. So
the big reveal,
I've seen all of them, so you tell me where you're at.
The big cartoony reveal. I kind of want you to say it because it's so dumb. When Nate actually finds out what his dad was trying to do for him and why he was trying to get all the mystical creatures.
Nate's dad's dead then, for where you're at.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like a big spoiler. I was like,
no,
wait
no,
a minute.
No.
Okay.
No, yeah. No,
oh yeah, the fucking Disneyland, dude.
The fucking Jurassic Park. I want to die. That's so dumb, dude. That was too dumb.
Just wait.
Or if it was gonna be the reveal, I would have liked it a little later. Like
So I felt that the reveal that it was really cheesy because of the way his dad's character was the entire time we saw him. But then you see him on this like not VHS, but like a recording on tape of him like pitching the idea, and he's like all dressed like he's in Florida. Yeah, an old guy retired in Florida, and he's so happy and chipper. And it's like, well, why didn't you fucking tell your son if you wanted your son, if you liked him so much and you want,
or anything like, and it never like, or like give me like a scene in a couple episodes when he's like not in a meeting,
right?
And he's out of the suit.
Because like right before he dies too, it's before he dies, it's like he was an asshole all the way up until he fucking died.
His character is never once ever shown to have like a moment of levity at any time ever. So it just feels so out of left field. And I get it's like
that same episode that Constantine pulls his dad in the Rory, right?
Does the seance. I think it's all the same episode.
Yeah. So like, and then he's like, "Oh, my son never let shit go," or whatever. It's like, so he's still, even after he's dead, can't even show like any sign of anything.
It was really tone deaf.
So
I really don't like it. And
I got it, but it was kind of like, okay,
it was too dumb.
So
like there's a couple of I think those were like the 2 episodes where I'm like, okay, they're leaning a little too far into the dumb.
Right.
Like, there's a difference between being campy and being just retarded. Like, there's a completely big difference, and they may have crossed that line like twice. But
especially after they dove into like, we're not gonna have any more secrets. Well, how come you didn't tell your son about that part?
Right.
And you literally just got yourself killed by a demon because you didn't want to hide anything else from your son. You didn't want any part from that. But you couldn't tell him what the fuck you were truly up to. Like, I get maybe, it was supposed to be a surprise or something, but it's like you were an asshole the entire time.
Could have been handled way better. And then, but the characters are written so well, like for themselves. Like the main cast is so solid.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna stick with it. I'm definitely gonna get to the end. It's easily one of my favorite shows, so I hope it's really, really well done the rest of the way. I know a couple of like spoiler stuff, like with the Zari Nate storyline and what happens with Ray. So I'm curious to see how that'll go. I do love the fact when they let Ray Palmer act a little more. He's so fucking adorable, dude. I fucking love that guy. Brandon Routh.
He's
so
a
amazing.
freaking good actor. It's like people don't remember, like he's been in a lot of stuff.
Look, man, he was not the worst part about Superman Returns. He would have been fucking great Clark Kent if he would have been allowed the chance. That movie just was shit. It wasn't because of him.
Well, not even that. Like, he's done other superhero movies. He was freaking well, he was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, of course, but he wasn't a hero. He was
Zack and Mary Make a Porno.
Zack and Mary Make a Porno. That's not really a superhero movie. No, he was Dylan Dark.
Oh God.
Or Dylan Dog. Yeah. Dylan Dog, not Dylan Dark.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a good movie, I thought.
That was okay. That was all right. The CGI was kind of rough. But that was a little older too. I don't know. It kind of that was on the same level as like.
Well, there wasn't
Blade
much CGI. Well, yeah, I guess there was some CGI in that one.
That felt like Blade 3 and like I Frankenstein type or R.I.P.D. type shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It was all right. I definitely didn't hate watching it.
It was.
God, he's so fucking likable though. It's just like I want them to give him more shit to do. I just like him. So
he does a lot of shit with DC. Holy crap. Mm-hmm. He's like DC's go-to. He's like, hey, we need this. Okay.
So fuck it, why not? Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if I get a couple more episodes under my belt either today.
Oh, he even plays Shazam and the Atom in Lego DC Supervillains video game.
Oh, that's fun.
That's pretty cool.
Oh God, I can't. I want Shazam to come out on Blu-ray or on 4K so bad right now. Like I'm just. God, Hannah and I went through like the list of movies from this year, and man, not a strong list. Not a strong list, dude.
There's not many that have come out that I've been like, oh my god, I need to like watch that again and again. Actually, I don't think any this year have come out like that.
Even Endgame, really. That movie just is so forgettable to me. It really is.
I don't know what movies have come out this year, guys.
There's this new one about to come out. I saw a trailer called Anna. It's by the guy who made like The Professional.
Yeah.
It looks fucking sweet. It's pretty much just generic like spy chick movie again. Like it looks like Salt or Red Sparrow or Atomic Blonde. But it just looks really, really well done.
There was one that came out with forgive me for not remembering her name, but the girl who played Elektra.
Jennifer Garner?
Yeah, Jennifer Garner, where it was basically like kind of like a female version of the Punisher. Pepper, yeah. That was a good one. I like that.
So, I mean, is that the double feature? Then you got to watch Salt and then watch Pepper, the Angelina Jolie one, and then you watch Jennifer Garner's?
Yeah. There you go.
Wouldn't be surprised.
No, dude, I'm looking through the movies this year.
Right?
There's a lot of movies coming out that I want to see. Like, I'm going to go see Hobbs and Shaw because I like that. Like, how can you not? I don't care if the movie's bad or not. No, like, that is going to be an entertaining movie.
I absolutely agree. I wish the trailer hadn't shown so fucking much.
I didn't even watch. I watched, like, the first, teaser thing, and that's it. But then you have the Joker movies coming out this year still. That's going to be a good... I hope, because that's one of those ones where you can't forgive it if it's a bad movie because of the tone it's set in.
Yep. God, that Wonder Woman poster dropped for next year.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, that looked like shit. Everybody's just like, oh, it looks cool. It's from the 80s. Do you not get it? I go, guys, I'm not fucking retarded. The title is Wonder Woman 84. I know the fact that it's in the 80s, but it looks fucking dumb.
When you look at the poster, though, and then you look back at stuff from the 80s, that would have been way too much. That's really pushing the 80s. Like, there's things from the 80s, like, because you show that you texted to me.
The jazzercise thing.
And I was like, dude, well, you texted me the poster because I hadn't seen it yet. And I was like, oh, I get it. It's kind of 80s-ish. But it's like, that's way too much 80s. Like, come on, guys. There's so many more references that you could done.
Well, and
put her in the jazzercise outfit. Come on, that would have been funny.
That would have actually been fun. I actually would have liked that. I thought that would have been a way better tone. God, that would have been brilliant, dude. You fucked that like that. God damn, dude, do the marketing for that movie. Fuck. No, seriously, could you imagine her in like the headband and like a flash dance outfit?
I mean, she's supposed to be undercover and stuff as not Wonder Woman.
Why do we
always have to show the superheroes in the super costumes on the front of the poster?
The jazzercise would have fucking did it for me. That would have been great, dude. Yeah. That's fucking brilliant. God damn, I want that poster. But I was like, it just looks fucking stupid. Because I get it. It's in the 80s, so we did the colorful tone. That's fine. But then they put her in this gold-plated armor that looks fucking retarded. And then they picked and then they picked a weird time to put it out because SJWs are going to hear one thing and get triggered. It was Pride Month. And I think it is still Pride Month.
Right. Yeah.
So so it's like rainbow Technicolor background because of the 80s or whatever, right?
Yep.
So it looks like a pandering Pride Month poster. And then also they put her in this gold armor. It looks like a gender bend cosplay of Aquaman.
Yeah. I was going to say, it looks like she stole Aquaman's costume.
It just looks like Aquaman on a fucking rainbow bridge.
I just pulled it up.
Fucking retarded. It looks really dumb. It needed to be toned down just a little bit. And I feel really dumb, like, bitching about a poster. It's like, oh, it's about a poster. But the movie doesn't come out for a year. Like, why would you
if you're going to do something really cool because it's 84, don't even have, like, because I'm looking at it right now. It's actually an image that they took of her, and then they dropped the background to it and all this other stuff. It's the 80s. Go back and redo it as like an 80s movie cover. Like, draw that shit out. Like, don't even have a picture. Like, it would have been so much cooler.
It's just for marketing. It's just marketing to let you know the movie's being made. Like, why even put her in the costume?
And I'm looking at a set photo right now of her and the director, and she's in, like, the gold and red, and then she has sweatpants on. Fucking put that on there. Like, come on. Funny. That would have been a cool one. I feel bad because this actress, like, she could do a good job in this role, but I think she gets a lot of slack because of all this stupid shit that the studios do.
Yeah. I've always thought she was bad casting. Her accent is fucking dumb. She doesn't have blue eyes, and she's not buff. No, dude, she's fucking she's like fucking from. But she's Lebanese or some shit.
Yeah.
You remember when Diana Prince?
Oh, this is the movie that Cheetah's gonna be in. I forgot. Cheetah's in this movie.
Got a good doll. She's not buff, dude. You know, like her race is called the Amazonians. Like nothing about her she's Amazonian.
She's also technically a god, not really. Ooh, this one looks better. Why
she's on a fucking island of huge buff women. That was the point. Like that's always been the point. And so they completely just change up her character. So fine, fucking whatever. She does a fine job with what she's given. So I'm not gonna fault her for that just because it's bad casting.
I want the invisible jet.
God, you're not the first person to say that.
Just give me the invisible jet. Like, how are they going to incorporate that in the world that she's in now?
It's a fuck. You don't need. It doesn't need to be invisible.
Invisible jet.
Just cloak it.
Invisible. Jet.
Yeah, it's called a Quinjet, and just cloak it. Anyway.
And like she's gonna be apt to fly again, anyways. After the love of her life died from flying a plane.
If it's just she's a god. She can probably fly anyway. And it's just a promotional poster. Why even bother putting the new costume in? Why reveal that? That could have been a cool reveal. I would have been nice to know that she even got the suit.
That's probably not even a new costume. It looks like... Let me see here. Yeah.
It's probably going to be some special armor that like can't be destroyed, and she's going to get it halfway through the movie, and it's going to be the big trump card at the end or something dumb. But also, it's like... Who cares? It looks dumb. And people are like, oh, it's from the comics. Yeah, I saw the picture too, dipshit.
Is it?
It looked yeah, and it looks fucking stupid there too. It's like the Golden Eagle armor or something.
The thing is, they keep changing her costume. So she had the costume, and this is again with DC where they fucked up. She had the costume in Batman v Superman, which is completely different from the one she wears in Justice League and the one she wore in her movie.
But at least
now you're giving her a new costume, and we all know they're just doing it to market more toys.
But the difference is that at least the first three looked similar.
Yeah.
And then this one is just battle armor, which I'm like, one, what the fuck do you even need battle armor for? You're a god. Second, it looks fucking dumb. And I hate fucking retards who are like, well, it's in the comics. I go, what? Because it's in the comics, it can't look fucking stupid?
Right.
There's a reason why they don't do everything from the comics. Like, you know.
That's why Hawkeye didn't get his Hawkeye costume from the comics.
Like, Jesus Christ. It's why fucking Scarlet Witch doesn't wear that fucking stupid mask on her face.
Right.
You know, it's why Professor X's wheelchair looks like a wheelchair. It doesn't look like a fucking hover chair, which I'm actually annoyed by. It's one of those deals where I go, I don't care. I don't care if it's in the comics. It could be adapted better. And also, this is an 80s promotional poster. It could just be for fun. Why not put her in the Linda Carter outfit then? That would have been kind of neat. A nice, cool little throwback. Maybe even do some press with her and Linda Carter. That'd have been really fun. But no, just a generic fucking Photoshop photo that any dickhead on Instagram could have made. And it's just fucking dumb. It's such a waste.
It's a really bad. It's just a really bad picture in general.
It's lazy. It's just fucking lazy.
Well, that's just the first. Is that just the first poster? At least I hope it's not like the movie cover or anything.
They did do like a Technicolor like like VHS looking like WW84 poster a while back, which was kind of cool.
I saw that. I didn't like it.
Oh, really?
I'm pulling it up. Where is it? Oh, this one right here. I see where she's wearing like a jacket or some shit over it.
Maybe it was literally just the words.
Now here's one right here. It says WW84's Wonder Woman. And this looks like it's fan made. This has got to be fan made because it looks really cool. She's wearing a fanny pack and a skirt with the fucking tights and everything from Jazzercise. She has the whip on her and a jacket that she's holding in one hand, and she even has the sleeve cuffs. I'm gonna send this one to you, and you tell me.
Yeah, because I'm looking because there's one that I really like. If no one else will defend the world, then she must. I like this one. This is obviously a fan made one too. This one's really cool.
This one is what we should have.
It's just really fucking sad, man. And I keep telling people it's just fucking lazy. That's my biggest problem with it. And people are like, "Oh, it's just a poster." I'm like, "Yeah, but if they're not going to take the time to even do their marketing well, I can't imagine that they're putting any real time into the fucking movie." Like, there you go. Like, come on, man.
Check this one out.
Like, it's fucking dumb.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Right?
Yeah, that's 100%. That's 100% what I think I'm
gonna put a link to this one in the description.
Oh yeah, and she's wearing fucking roller skates.
Because this is fucking dope. It's on Pinterest. So yeah,
I actually found a bigger one than the one you sent me. She's in roller skates.
Okay. Well, send me a link to that one.
Yeah,
then.
I'll send you the link, bitch. How about that?
Someone just cut this one off. But yeah, yeah, this one's horrible that they put out. I wouldn't have put that out. It looks like they literally just used a phone and dropped it in there, and traced around her and dropped the background on her. And
yeah, they just shot her on a green screen and then fucking, it's fucking dumb, dude.
And the lighting on her does not match the background at all because there's green on, to us looking at it, it would be the left side of her hair. There's green on her. There's no green in that side of the picture. So where's the green coming from?
And I get it, nerds. We're being assholes and overdoing a fucking poster. But again, at the end of the day, if you're gonna be lazy,
oh yeah, I see the one there with the skates where she's hovering with the skates on.
Yeah,
and she has her sword in her hand. Yeah, that looks awesome. See, why is that not? That should be the poster.
See, I think that looks dope. I would, and coming soon. Try like a year. But yeah, that looks fucking dope. I like it because even if it has nothing to do with the movie, it's 80s marketing.
Right.
It gives you the nostalgia that you want. And it's just such a miss. It's always miss.
There's a lot of them that is kind of hit or miss for me for the posters. But since we're on movies that are coming, I'm trying to look at more movies that are coming out or are out this year that I kind of want to see. Like, I want to see that Brightburn one. I have not made it to the theaters yet to see that. I've been told it's a really good one, especially if you like horror and comic books.
It's the James Gunn, baby. It's James Gunn. I'll watch it.
So we'll get to see that. There is Child's Play. I'm still on the fence.
That will probably be an at-home viewing for me.
Yeah.
Hannah will definitely want to see it, and I love Audrey Plaza, so I'm going to watch it.
Pet Sematary. I'm gonna wait to see if I hear about that because there's been 100 Pet Sematary movies.
Yeah, that'll be a Netflix watch.
Yeah. Glass. I watched Glass this year. I love that one.
I would like to watch that in Split. Unbreakable is one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movies, so I just kind of don't want to taint it.
I went backwards. I watched Split first. Split was the first one I watched, and I was like, "This is awesome!" And then they have the end scene there.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. That's because it doesn't really bleed.
No, it doesn't bleed in at all. It's just like the little cut scene or whatever at the end. Yeah. So then I was like, "What movie is that?" And Nikki told me, and she's like, "You've never seen that?"
Unbreakable's fucking dope.
Made me an asshole. So I went back and watched Unbreakable, and that's a great movie. Glass is just a perfect mixture. I feel.
But I yell at you about Lord of the Rings.
No.
You just ignore me.
But
yeah, Unbreakable's awesome. I fucking love that movie.
The Unbreakable was way before its time too. That's the sad thing.
Yeah, I would absolutely.
I feel that movie would have made hundreds of billions of dollars.
Okay, maybe not that much, but yeah, I would have done well. No, I would have done fine.
It would have made a few more 100 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator Dark Fate. I'm still on the fence of it because of the trailer. They need to fix it.
That's gonna burn.
Let's see what else is
should
there.
got into that one.
I mean, really, is there? Because Terminator's always been like that with Sarah Connor.
Wrong.
I haven't seen anything.
Wrong.
Maybe I just didn't pay attention.
You didn't. You obviously didn't.
Okay.
Sarah Connor wasn't a cool character because she was a woman. She was a cool character who happened to be a woman. Big fucking difference.
Are they making it about her being a woman?
The new fucking robot.
Oh yeah, the girl. Yeah. I mean, they had the badass robot in the third one that was a girl, so it doesn't really matter.
But they also have like another like girl stupid character that they have to protect. Like they both have to be girls. Okay, cool. And then Linda Hamilton is also a girl. 3 chicks. Okay, cool. I get it. And then of course our villain is also some random dude in khakis. Super menacing. I don't know about you.
Are you gonna go into it and then the only good white guy in the movie is an old crippled white guy
who's fucking old feeble white man who's probably not even gonna do anything.
Did you see that video online of some dude tried to drop kick Arnold and like bounced off of Arnold like so fucking hard? I was like, how much of a pussy are you that one, you're trying to drop kick an old man, and two that your ass tried to drop kick him and you flew further than he did
when he didn't even know it was coming was even worse.
Well, if you listen into the video, you're just like, what happened? That's all he said. He thought somebody like ran into him.
Yeah. And the dude's like on the floor. Dude, I can't believe people didn't just beat the ever loving.
Oh, I guarantee you when he got pulled out of that gym, he did. He got his ass probably kicked.
I fucking hope so.
But Arnold's security should have been on that too. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, what the fuck are you paying them for if they're gonna let that shit happen?
No shit, dude. No shit. Like straight up sprinted right at you.
Right.
And jumped on you. Like.
And like, what if that guy had like a knife?
Yeah. Crazy. Like, yeah, somebody got fired that day. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
No, I think Arnie's gonna get used as a tool yet again in that
movie. I don't think he's gonna be in it. I don't think he's gonna be in it that long. And then this movie, is this supposed to take place after the second one or the first one?
Yeah, this is a direct sequel.
From the second one.
The second one, yeah.
Which, explain to me that, because Arnold was put into the molten lava with his thumb up.
Yeah.
So how are we getting there? Oh, this is the guy that the machines are developed based off of. That's where they get their look from. That's what it is.
Sure. She probably built her own. Probably learned how to. I don't care. I don't know. It just.
And yeah, where's John Connor? Or no, they have him in there, don't they? I think they recasted him.
It just looks fucking. It's probably the chick. It's probably Joanna Connor. I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this movie already. It looks stupid. 2019 is going to be the year of gender politics. So I think once we get out of 2019, movies could potentially be good again. So make movies good again. Yeah.
No, you can't say that. It's make American movies good again.
Yeah, fuck. Right? Because I'm sure Bollywood's still killing it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That new Terminator movie looks like shit.
So other than that, I mean, I don't see anything coming out this year that's like I have to go see it. And the stuff that did come out already, like there were things that came out this year that I just waited until they were on DVD. Like
missed me, so I didn't know about that.
Glass, I waited till that was out on DVD already to watch that.
Yeah.
Child's Play, Toy Story 4. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Did you watch? Dude, Toy Story 4 is gonna be a fucking heaping pile of garbage. Are you kidding me?
So here's the thing with Toy Story 4, and this is one thing I'm worried about. Like, I get it, but then I'm like also worried because Toy Story is being a movie marketed towards kids. That's what their market is. But the Toy Story movies ended with Toy Story 3 as like people kind of like our age finally like, okay, here we're giving our toys away now. We're moving on. We're growing up. We're an adult. So then this fourth movie's coming along, and what I've gathered from it, seeing the trailer, is they're diving into the same things that they dove into before. Now they're diving into suicide, because this guy wants to kill himself because he doesn't feel like he should be there anymore. That Forky character, that's what his like the whole storyline that I'm seeing developed is like. He doesn't feel like he should be alive or that he's worthy of being a toy, or he's scared, or from what he looks like and shit like that. So from the trailer, it makes it seem like he's trying to kill himself because he's literally trying to kill himself. So they're dealing with it like that. And it's like,
I'd argue the third movie kind of handled shit like that too. Like, because essentially the mean toys were essentially in a suicide pact. Like, they were all ready to die. You know, like, especially when they were... The third movie, like when they were also trying to like go to the incinerator and shit like that.
When they took them, they took the toys to kill them there. Yeah. That's what it was.
And they all had like a suicide pact. They were all ready to go and shit like that. So I mean, they kind of tackled it. This one's a lot more heavy-handed.
Yeah, that's a completely different thing. Like that's we're here together till the end. This is like one character that they're trying to convince him why he should stay living or whatever. It's one of those things where I'm like, I hope to God that's not the whole story. I hope that's just like the first like 10 minutes of him being alive.
Yeah, right.
And
dude.
That's it. Because like I don't feel that people should take their kids to go see this movie if it's dealing with them with suicide. And I understand that suicide's a huge thing right now, and like it might make kids feel different, like they can talk to people or something, but it's a very touchy subject.
This is bad. This is not the movie to do it in.
No.
Also,
not the franchise. What the fuck?
Yeah. Also, you're pandering fucking meme culture shit again to an audience of people who are like 40.
Right.
Why?
And
that's fucking
not
dumb.
only that, dude.
And that
like,
argument, it's like, well, those people are gonna take their kids there. It's like, that's like saying like, I'm gonna take my kid to go see like Airplane. You know, it's like, dude, I'm trying to culture them. I want them to see my stuff. I don't want to take them to a trashy version of the thing I liked. I would rather show them the thing I liked.
Aladdin.
Yeah, any live action Disney movie is a perfect example of that. This is nonsense. I was out. One, when I heard Key and Peele playing those two fucking characters in the first promo, I was out. Then it got worse when they just did another trailer or whatever where they're like, we do the plush rush, and it's like, what's that? And then the old lady like comes up to him and then they attack her. I'm like, what the fuck? Even if that's like a dream sequence thing, I go, yeah, no, I'm good. This is dumb. This movie has completely missed what the hell it was. This is fucking dumb. I hate it.
It's touchy. Disney is like trying to get way too
political.
I shouldn't say they're trying to get way too political and way too
they are too
all
political.
They are, and but they have always had that sense in movies. But
it's called subtlety.
Yes, it was a lot more subtle. Like you don't get to where they are by just blurting it out now. I think they're too full of themselves. They're like, no matter what, people are gonna see this shit. So
every story is political. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's not all politics. Everybody's got an agenda, and that's what the story is telling. It's like, I'm not necessarily like Game of Thrones. You read the books, and it's like, this is a commentary on the underhandedness and sneakiness of people willing to get the things that they want, but for different motivations. Some people want power to keep their family safe. Some people want power to have more power. Some people want more power to hurt people. So I don't know. people forgot about that. All stories have some type of metaphor or like some type of symbolism in there, or at least good stories do. And the whole point is to tell a good story so people subconsciously take in those things. Not to be like Last Jedi and you go to fucking Canto Bight and you're like, fucking capitalism's bad. Yeah, Disney, what a great fucking thing to say. You fucking retards.
You know, like, I would love to see Disney do a movie about monopolies.
Bruh. Like, oh God, coming next summer, dude. Fucking Disney, the Monopoly movie. Fucking Christ. Bet that poster is gonna suck a dick.
No, for real, dude. Like, I don't mean like Monopoly, the board game. I mean like a movie about a company monopolizing shit. Dude, Disney could do a movie about themselves.
There you go. Documentary of the mouse that took over the world. The mouse that mounted the throne.
Oh my gosh.
Lego Movie Part 2. Did you see that one?
What's that?
Lego Movie 2?
I did not. Just like I did not watch the second Goosebumps movie like my kids did here. But I refused to watch it because I actually liked the first Goosebumps movie that came out with Jack Black. Good.
I really want to see the house with the clocks in the wall or whatever.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
That looks good. Alita Battle Angel looks fucking tight. I want to see that. So
did you see this like thing? I'm guessing like fans want this, or people are hoping this happens. And even he himself is like playing into it, kind of like Mark Hamill would. But people want to see Macaulay Culkin as the Joker. And can I tell you the first thing? Ooh, that actually looks really cool. The first thing I said to somebody when I saw that post. So it says Macaulay Culkin's being rumored possibly to play the Joker, which isn't a rumor. It's just people want it to happen in the Batman Matt Reeves film. So I was like, awesome. This could be a continuation from Home Alone. After he's driven crazy from his childhood, he turns to the Joker. Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Did you see that weird like internet short where he like
played the psycho?
Yeah,
that was awesome. I love the fact that Macaulay Culkin is like, he's just like, sure, why not?
No, Scarecrow. He should be Scarecrow. He'd be a much better Scarecrow.
Yeah, I could see that.
Much better Scarecrow.
Woman
arrested for twerking in the street. I thank you, Facebook. Oh, that's from your boy Quentin.
Dude. Macaulay Culkin tweeted out this picture. It says, "Are you serious?" ? It's like the Joker, but his face behind it, behind like the Joker makeup. It's Heath Ledger's Joker, and then it has like the Nolan bat symbol down there, and it says, "Don't believe the internet."
Oh, dude. Fucking what are the odds? 4 minutes ago, Kevin Smith posted a happy birthday message to Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
So it's Jason Mewes' birthday today. What are the odds?
That you have to blast the internet to raise awareness for your friend's birthday.
Oh, and then the very next post afterwards is from just some random person I know. Stoners or smoke a blunt in the car to prepare to hike through the woods so they can smoke a blunt at the top of the hill just to go back home to smoke a blunt. I was like, yeah, okay, nice. God, that sounds like a nice day.
Okay. So, what did you say? Something about Quinn posted something?
Yeah, about a girl getting arrested for twerking in the street.
Oh.
I laughed a little.
I am so tired.
Why? What are you being a vagina?
Yep.
What happened?
So I spent the last few days at the place that we talk a lot about.
Oh, someone's giving into that corporate monopoly money, huh?
So I figured after spending, hours of always bitching about specific movies that Disney does.
Oh, that place.
and them giving us some content to work with, I figure I'd pay them back by spending a fortune at their resort and parks.
Okay.
And restaurants. And oh my God, that shit is a lot more expensive than I remember. So, I am tired from that. We didn't get home till pretty late last night. And yeah.
Anything exciting? You brought it up. Are we going to elaborate on anything? Or are you just fucking humble bragging that you were cool enough to go to fucking Disney World?
Cool enough. No, so we actually went to Disney back in March. For kid's birthday, we went to 2 different parks then, to Kingdom and Magic Kingdom and Hollywood. So then this time we still had 2 tickets left that we needed to use up. So we went to Animal Kingdom and Epcot. So we've
very cool.
We've been to Epcot, but it was like 7 years ago, and we went there, and I forgot how much walking Epcot is because it's literally just a lot of walking.
Oh yeah.
So, Epcot, woohoo! Get no, their fireworks show thing that they do. This is their last month that they're actually doing it. So we stayed late that night to view that, and that's about it for Epcot. And then Animal Kingdom was the first time we went to Animal Kingdom because we never went there before because we were like, this is just a zoo. But now they have a lot of different shit there. So they had the Avatar stuff. We waited in line for an hour and a half to go on a boat ride for Avatar.
Airbender or the blue people?
The blue people. Which I wanted to talk about to segue in. But the that boat ride in Pandora is actually pretty dope. You get to see some cool stuff. I had some pics I might post later.
Was the new Star Wars place up yet?
The new
Galaxy's
Star Wars
Edge?
is not up yet. That's gonna be in Hollywood, but it's not up until like August. But we had to use our tickets before then, so otherwise we would have waited for that.
It's so sad that I understand that they have to do it as a company, but man, it's sad that you can't wear costumes there. Such a bummer.
You just can't wear a mask, right?
Nope. They said no costumes because they don't want like kids or anybody like misinterpreting.
Coming up to people, yeah.
That's a shame. That's a huge shame. That's like a super bummer. Which I'm also like, I get it because of like the predator, people are gonna get kidnapped thing.
But watch your kids too.
Worries about all the, dude, like exactly. Fuck you. Like I hate this like fucking everything is terrifying. Everybody's a pedophile thing going on right now. It's like people who dress up for shit like that. They want the fucking attention, dude. Are you kidding me?
It's
like if I wore
retarded.
my Captain America, if I wore my Captain America fucking costume to a movie, to an Avengers movie.
You're gonna stand out, so it's gonna be a lot easier to find you.
That's one, and 2, it's like kids and shit come up to me for pictures. It's like you do realize that was kind of the point, right? Like I wanted to be noticed and people to fucking think I'm cool.
I did that at when we were in college, because I had worked at the library there. And I would dress up as different characters. Like I fucking went in as Wolverine one day. And, you know, all the kid guys, like, these are grown adults, too, but still, like, they all were like, oh, can we get a picture of you? Or get a picture with you and stuff? And I'm like, sure. So then I started, like, dressing in different costumes as I went along.
Yeah, and then they'd all take you to the bathroom after your shift and give them a blowjob.
I dressed as, I think one year I did Fred Flintstone. So I yabba dabba dooed all over them.
Yes. Yeah. Yabba dabba doo me.
But now the Fred Flintstone costume from the same company I got mine from is a lot cheaper made. Cheaply made. Sure.
Dude, that'd be a fun couple's costume. Have you and Hannah be Fred and Wilma, and me and Nikki be Barney and what's her name? Barney and
Betty.
Betty, thank you. That'd be funny. Because Hannah's taller and skinnier. And she looks like Wilma, and I'm the short fat guy, so I'd be a better Barney.
I don't know, Fred.
Fred.
No,
God, Rick Moranis
dude.
as Barney Rubble is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And God damn it, John Goodman is Fred Flintstone. Hell yes.
It was a brilliant casting back then. Everyone wants to be skinny now. You ain't gonna get that again.
The only problem with that movie is they were long. They were good, but they were fucking long. They were too long.
So, with the Pandora ride though that I was on, dude.
Oh yeah.
I realized that two things. One, the movie is called Avatar.
Thank you.
So I always, for some reason, I went into the thing and Caleb asked me, what is that creature? And I said, it's an avatar. And then I was
You're
like...
a retard.
And then I was like, wait, no, they're called Navi. They're Navi.
Go. Good fix. Okay, at least you caught yourself.
Yeah, so...
God.
We fixed that. But then I thought about it, and I was like, so the reason that the movie was called Avatar was because the main guy character... it was like an avatar, like he was pretending to be one of them and everything else in like their body avatar suits or some bullshit. If you know what the fucking avatar is, you should know what I'm talking about, people.
You're on the internet, Jesus Christ.
So it came to me, it's like, so are the rest of these movies going to be called Avatar?
Probably Avatar 2, Avatar 3.
But are they going to have avatars in them? Because if they're not, then what the fuck is the point? Every Terminator movie has still had a Terminator in it, at least.
Well, just because the guy,
Because the guy died, spoilers, for 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever.
God,
he died and then, came to life in his avatar body at the end of that movie.
It's still... technically it's a biological remake, so it is a real body, but at the same time, it's still not his real body.
I highly doubt they are going to use the same guy in that movie. Yeah.
You're insane. You really think they're going to recast him? Why would they?
No, I mean, the same characters in that movie. They're not going to use Zoe Saldana. Well, maybe. They might use her.
Hey, you really think
I would use her, but...
Why do you think they killed off Gamora?
Spoilers.
Come on. Yeah, she might be in Guardians 3. I don't imagine she's going to be in it.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, he is in every single one. Shit.
James Cameron is very
Why
loyal
is Jake
to
Sully even in them, though? Why? It's I just am curious, what the fuck?
Now. Did you watch the first movie?
Yes, I did.
Then why are you asking that?
I just want to know what these storylines are going to be. I don't... It's been so long since the first one. We don't need more. Especially every other year. When was the last one? 10 years ago.
I'm more like, I just don't care anymore.
We don't need them. Guys, hey, here's something for the internet to go do.
I'm just gonna...
Internet, go protest Avatar being made. It's not going to be as good of a spectacle as you think, because all the tech they're going to use has been around now. We've been using it. They're not going to create anything different. That's the only reason it got so high in the box office, was because it was something different. They were using technology better.
Internet, I'm gonna disagree.
No. Don't go see them.
Only because history has told me don't bet against James Cameron. I will reserve judgment.
Is he directing all of them, though? Is he actually directing all of these?
Yeah, they're his movies.
I know they're his fucking movies, dumbass.
Oh, hey, dipshit. He helped produce fucking Alita. He's working on fucking Terminator Dark Fate. They're technically part of, their movies he's working on. They're not necessarily his movies. He, maybe helped with the story, but he's not directing it. Or maybe he's directing it, he didn't write the story. Producing is not the same thing as writing and directing. And yes, these are his movies because he went there. It's these are his. Why do you think they're taking 900 fucking years to be made? That's his MO, dude. He puts out one movie every decade.
When's he gonna do a sequel to Titanic then?
Oh, I thought they did that already. Wasn't that like a ghost ship or something?
Okay, I am done ranting on that one though. I just found it annoyingly weird. Like, why are we still gonna call it Avatar? I guess they're probably gonna bring more people onto
Michael,
the island.
if you want the story
shit.
that fucking bad, go watch Fern Gully 2 and you'll be fine. God, I hate life.
Or Pocahontas too.
Oh,
They're gonna bring them to Earth.
Or Dancing with Wolves.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna bring the Na'vi to Earth. He's gonna show her a good time, a whole new world.
They're gonna show him the Na'vi fleshlights that we made 5 years ago. Here's some Ubtamium or whatever.
Oh, they're gonna put the Avatar movies in sync with the Marvel movies, and it's just gonna be another planet they go to.
Fucking crossover, I love it. Guardians, Star-Lord's gonna fuck one of them. It's like, Gamora, were you in there? You sound really familiar.
You
Why
change
are you
shades.
You look just like your sister now. Dude, okay, so have you heard of this show, Chernobyl? On HBO?
Have I heard of it?
Yes.
No, but I know what it's about. If it's about what I think it's about, right?
So thank you. You've heard about it. You fucking dickhead.
Like, I know,
what are
like
you talking
what.
About?
Like I've
it's
never.
Like, have
I
I
didn't
heard
know there
about
was a
it?
show about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't know there was a show about it, but I know like what Chernobyl is like. So okay. Is it the same? What? Right?
Okay, fine. I'll give you that then. Yes, there is a Chernobyl show.
See, I didn't know that.
On HBO, based on the events from the Chernobyl radiation fallout or whatever. So the show is like really fucking popular. Apparently, it's really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it yet because it's HBO. So obviously, you need a subscription. And fuck Game of Thrones, so I don't have a subscription. Fucking people. I hate my life. That people, and this is from BBC News. The title is Chernobyl Selfies Lead to Warning from Show's Writers. I want to kill myself. The fact that fucking headline even exists. I'll give it to you one more time for the people in the back. Chernobyl Selfies Lead to Warning from Show's Writer. So apparently, because of the popularity of the show,
people are going there then.
People are fucking going there and just taking selfies all over the place.
Now, I know if like a year or two ago I had seen somebody who was going there before and taking pictures of like the wildlife that are living around the area.
Yeah.
And they even were drinking the water that was coming from the area.
Don't do that.
She was trying to like prove that, you know, the shit's perfectly fine.
Well, yeah, awesome. Tell me in 20 years when you have fucking cancer that it's still awesome, you fucking retard. It's one of those things where it's like, I get it, but at the same time, why risk it? Why fucking bother? It's so dumb. You prove nothing. But my deal is, it's fine. The radiation levels are not near anything to really fuck with you anymore, especially if you're not going to spend a copious amount of time there. It's more of I don't like people taking fucking selfies with peace signs and smiling and being like, oh, look what I did. This is where a lot of people fucking died. This is a huge tragedy, and it's really weird. I don't know.
So what were your feelings then when they went there in Transformers?
That would have required me to watch that movie. No, but it's just sad that you actually have to do that. Like, you have to put out a post being like, guys,
Stop.
I think it's really cool that you all want to learn the history or go there and, like, you know, be part of history or whatever. But also can you like be respectful and realize that like a lot of fucking people died here, and
it comes out that's how lots of shit is like. people are retarded when it comes to fans are retarded. Like they watch these things. They might not even pay attention to like the actual facts. They just are like, this is a hit show. They
just want to go.
It's
They're
the
probably
same bullshit.
Taking the photos like, look, I'm on the set.
Yeah. It's the same bullshit like what happens with the house from Home Alone. They go and annoy those fucking people there. The house from Full House. They never actually shot in that house, but people love to stand outside the house in San Francisco.
I'd argue though, fuck you if you bought that house though. Like, what'd you think?
The same people have owned that house.
What?
Which one?
All of them.
The same people have owned the house. They rented the, oh, can we shoot in front of your house real quick? Yeah, whatever. They don't think about the long term. Like the movie blew up into like a, whatever.
But pay attention. Like think about it though. Like seriously, think about it. Because like it happened with Breaking Bad too. The house that Walter White and shit lived in.
Yeah, they did it too with the house from American Horror Story.
Sure, I would have required.
People try and break into that house.
I believe it. I absolutely.
I don't know what the fuck they think, because there's no real ghosts in there, guys. They're not gonna come out and talk to you.
Well, they probably want to put on a gimp suit and go fuck in the bedroom. My thing is I'm telling Hannah, I think the reason why movies suck nowadays is because they know they can get away with sucking. Because I think it's because of the way that people take in information now. Think about it. You emoji me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to throw that out there. I think a lot of times nowadays people can send emojis and people can infer messages and make up, they can, oh, I get it. That does the thing and based on our context, blah, blah, blah. This is what I heard or this is how I win it. People misconstrue it sometimes and then people have the chance to go back and go, no, that's not what I meant. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. It's fine. And then because they know each other, it's fine. They fix each other, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. You can't do that on a grandiose scale. So I think the difference is that movies these days are fucking emojis. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, the Godzilla movie that just came out, it's a perfect fucking example. It's pretty lights and a bunch of characters who are tropes and, like, stereotypes of themselves. And so it's like people are like on their phones going like, oh, fuck, Godzilla, they're fighting. Holy shit, that looks really cool. What's he fighting? Cut away to dipshits in a fucking computer room going, that's so-and-so from whatever. Okay, cool, I got it. Now they're back in their phone, doing their thing. Oh my God, something's happened. And they look up again. Oh, funny random comic relief guy made funny comic relief joke. Awesome. I got that reference. Back to my phone. Oh, military man, wife, kid. Got it. Okay, cool. Next. Oh, big building explosion. We're back to fighting. That's cool. And then they just finish the movie and then they infer everything after that.
Right.
It's like, no, it was good. Why? Because it looked really good and the characters were funny. Okay, what happened? And
I still want to see it.
But then literally if you talk to these people, they'll go, this happened, it's like, this literally did not happen in the movie. No, but it was implied, or you could interpret it, or you could infer. That's not how you watch movies. That's not a movie. It's a story.
Yeah. Especially movies that are like that. There are movies set aside that are created to get you to think, but not to tell your own story.
But
like the ending, the ending of Inception gets you to think: is he there? Is he not?
But the concept is there. The concept is there. But the ending is the interpretation. So you can pick out how you wanted it to end.
Right.
But the characters were consistent throughout. The characters were their characters. They didn't just change on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't change for the scene. That's the problem. You watch movies and it's like every character is the character that they need to be.
Right.
For that scene.
And there's not a whole lot of growth or change. You don't see anything.
You don't need them to. You just go, well, that lady didn't like the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like humans, so she was fine with like population being destroyed and half the Earth.
That's where like you get with.
It doesn't make sense.
that's how you can tell, like, for horror movies, bad horror movie versus a good horror, like a slasher film, like kind of like a Jason-esque movie. So like you got the kids all at the pond, they're a bunch of drunk retards, sex, blah blah blah. And if it's a good one, you'll see their characters develop as the tension comes in, or as like the killings start happening. There's points there. If it's not a good one, and I've seen this happen before, person shows up with a knife. Now these guys are all like screaming and running and and it's like that one, normal humans wouldn't do that. If someone came at me with a knife, I'm not just going to scream and flail my arms and run away and go to the pond rather than my fucking car that is probably perfectly fine. You know, because we haven't even gone to the car yet to see if the car actually works yet or not.
Or find a weapon or a stick.
Right.
Or like, I'm going to grab a big fucking stick and then hide in my car. So if he breaks my window, I can at least like hit him with something. I don't know.
Anything. Like,
try and run him over with my car.
And that's like the easiest way to explain it. Like, you need something to move the story along properly. Otherwise, you just get all these jump cuts and then your movie's split into 3 separate movies pushed into one, and then your main character dies at the end and everyone's sad because the main character
Endgame?
died. Yeah.
Michael.
Spoilers.
It sounds like I may have tainted you on Endgame, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If
I still will like the movie. I mean, I still like the movie.
I hope you still enjoy it. Yeah.
But it is one of those ones when even when I watched it the second time around, I was like, it's just 3 movies.
I just didn't feel. My problem is I just don't feel invested at all. I don't ever feel like I give a shit. I was telling myself the other day that I think Endgame would be better released as a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if I watched each clip, each scene individually on YouTube, even completely out of sequence, I think it would be just as fucking tangible. I'm not kidding. I think that movie would be 100% just as relatable or tangible if you watched it completely out of sequence.
I was going to recut it.
Oh, well, have fun with that. I'm still cutting Aquaman, dude. That's coming. That is coming. I not only have an Indiana Jones commentary that's going to come out. That's going to be great. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with Hannah. I am working on a complete recut of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Like, going through. Goddamn, dude. The editing in that fucking movie is abysmal, bro. Like, it's abysmal. No, I'm talking like just basic one-on-one match cuts do not exist in that film. They just don't.
Yeah.
Like that like scene when they're in Italy and like running across the roofs and shit. She like jumps off the roof and the guy or girl or whatever blasts through the wall and then blasts through the other wall of the building.
Mm.
In that scene, you not only see them both leap and break through the wall twice, like in each cut, you also see them land and enter twice, but in multiple camera angles, and they're not even match cut.
Right.
And not even like, oh, you missed it by a frame. They missed it by like a second and a half. It's really bad. Like, just on a technical shitty level, it's like, this is 101 film school bullshit editing, and you guys couldn't even get that right.
I wonder how much shit like they actually cut out of the movie, or if they just left everything in.
I would imagine they left everything in. I feel like these days everything's so fucking rushed. There's just no polish. Like, everything looks really nice, but like there's no editing. There's 0 editing involved. Right. I can't even tell you how many movies I was telling Hannah. I'm like, I'm watching these movies and I'm going, this is suffering from bad editing. That's all it is. And people are like, well, you could look at it and say, well, it's because you just think that scene shouldn't exist. I'm like, well, that's part of it.
It's not only that, like the pacing of the movie is developed through the editing. Not you can have a movie with perfect pacing and bad dialogue, and it could still be a good movie. Yeah. You can't have a good movie without good pacing.
Or like, imagine if like you had 5 minutes, you have a 5-minute scene, right? And 2 minutes of it, 2.5 minutes of it is exposition about a thing.
Yeah.
They tell you about the thing. It was this book we found, and it had this leather on it, and it looked like this, and it does this. And then literally after the 2.5 minute explanation, they show you the book, and they show you what it does.
Right.
Why did I need the 2.5 minutes of boring exposition from an actor who can't act? Now, if the actor was fucking phenomenal, how about we have the actor actually do all of that?
Right.
And then we cut the scene where you show us the book doing it. We'll just cut to the next scene. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so dumb. But they leave everything in because they're like, we're not creative. we need to get the smart people and the dumb people.
It's one of those things, like, there's a point when I'm watching some movies, I'm like, I could have seen this done better by indie filmmakers.
Yeah.
Or, like I was telling Nick, I was like, why don't we go back to, instead of hiring everyone that's just been doing this for their entire life, bring in some new, fresh talent. Like they did it with James Cameron. He was a truck driver, for Christ's sake, before he did these movies. And look at how good that turned out for the studios. Like,
God, no shit.
Like, you don't need people necessarily to have worked in the industry their entire life to make good movies. What's that?
What? So this just popped up.
This just in.
From thecollegefix.com. I don't even know what this is. Maybe. I hope this is not a satire thing. Is this satire?
What is it?
I'm gonna look at it. It's called here, I'll read it. If you could fact check me, that'd be great.
Okay.
Thecollegefix.com. College like the school. So prof, I guess this might be like I'll get into the story, but prof sues Marvel Entertainment for swiping his idea for Black Panther film.
Prof.
So an instructor at Grambling State University is suing Marvel Entertainment, Netflix, Viacom, and Walt Disney Inc. for allegedly conspiring to steal a story for a story for the... Oh, God, there's already, like, grammar errors. To steal a story for the mega-grossing 2018 film Black Panther. David Louis Whitehead, formerly of Wiley College, claims the superhero film possesses striking similarities to his script titled Batman Black Man. He also says the song that Kendrick Lamar created for Black Panther is similar to Michael Jackson's Invincible album, which he used for the Black Man script. So I think this dude's retarded.
So I'm looking.
He's demanding a jury trial and wants a cool $10 billion. Can we insert Dr. Evil in compensatory damages from the companies? Oh my God. Okay, this is retarded. This has got to be fake.
Former professor sues Black Panther for stolen script. Black
Saying he's got
Panther music
frivolous
video.
claims.
It's from 2018, all this shit.
So I'm under the impression this guy's just a retard.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA allegedly ripped off an artist by taking her artwork for the soundtrack for Black Panther, blah, blah,
that
blah.
I believe. That I actually believe.
Pow. Black Panther creator Stan Lee on offensive again, claiming... Stan Lee has filed a $1 billion lawsuit against media production company Pow. Stan Lee possesses with Chadwick Boseman. Blah 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 blah. Was there a queer story removed from the Black Panther? Wow, there's a lot of. All this stuff is so old though. It's like over a year old. And I'm sure if there was like a real lawsuit that actually happened, we would have heard about it on an actual news source. None of this shit is like real news stuff.
Yeah, based on those titles, I'm going to say thecollegefix.com. Don't ever go there.
The College Fix sounds like a fake one, but I'm looking. Yeah. Usually you scroll down and it'll it says, original student reported your daily dose of right-minded news and commentary from across the nation, which means that it's student reporters, random people doing it. Let's see here.
Oh, that sounds hot. I like random people doing it. While you do some research, I'm going to go pee. Okay.
All right, so the College Fix, it just says, is an American libertarian conservative news website focused on higher education, created in 2011. It's a real thing, but that does not necessarily mean that all of the writers on there are fact checked.
Nothing like check facking.
And
I like the check fact.
Cut.
Badass.
And yeah, that's about it. The Fix had failed to. In February 2017, Insider Higher Ed probed whether the Fix had failed to disclose its relationship to the son of Betsy DeVos. So,
Betsy DeVos,
DeVos, yeah, sorry. I thought the S was silent. Sorry, guys.
I was like, Belle Biv DeVoe? I love that band.
Weeks before her appointment as the U.S. Secretary of Education, as early as 2015, served as... so it's one of those things. It's like, it could be whatever. I wouldn't pay attention to... I would recommend everybody fact check everything out there on the internet before you do anything serious with the information. Also, don't post stuff without fact checking if you want to get into real conversations about it, because then people can be assholes.
God, you are just not going to get off that.
What? I'm talking about something completely different.
I'm sorry, Michael. I just want more white friends.
Right?
Beige friends for me. Can I tell you, you know what I'd really like to see? Aside from the fact that I want this Robert Pattinson movie to be fucking incredible.
I want it to be the best Batman movie ever. Period.
You know what I would like the sequel to be? I want it to be The Mask of the Phantasm. I want a live action version of Mask of the Phantasm. I want it. I want it.
Do you think they're going to keep this Batman grounded like the Nolan Batmans, or do you think they're going to explore other origins?
I hope they're right in the middle. I want them to be right in the fucking middle. Yeah. I want them to be the grounded Nolan shit with the campy Joel Schumacher shit, which I would argue Ben Affleck was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck was doing grappling hook shit and cool, brutal fights. Just tone down the brutality. Put up a little less brooding, and we're good. That's what I want. I want a charismatic Bruce Wayne and a clever, overly arrogant Batman.
One thing I don't want them to evolve into as the first 4 Batman movies from the
Did you say evolve into?
Well, I'll find out later when I edit this.
Okay.
But I said
either way,
evolve.
I'm going to make fun of you, and then I'm sorry if I misheard you.
Yeah,
I'm still mad that I don't have a Myke Shrews sticker, by the way.
Ooh.
I'm still a little pissed off about that.
So
I want one on my headphones.
So no, I don't want them to evolve into like the style that the first 4 movies that we got with Tim Burton's series of 4 movies, because Tim Burton still like produced the other 2, where Batman, every time he pretty much banged a girl, she found out who he was. Like, can we just get away from that? I don't need everyone to know who Batman is.
Yeah, it's another problem that the CW deals with. Why does everyone need to know their fucking super identity?
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
And that's where I like the Legends. No one gives a shit.
Exactly.
Nobody gives a shit.
Thank you. Fucking Christ.
Ray Palmer is the Atom. No one gives a shit. He's a rich guy in a suit.
To be fair, he's really not that anymore. When was the last time he even put the suit on? Last season?
Yeah, I don't think he does this season really a whole lot, does he?
No, this is 100% like Buffy
Yeah.
now. This is not Legend. This is Buffy. And I'm fucking okay with it. I really am okay with it. Because, like, seriously, when was the last time you saw Nate do his steel powers or Zari? Zari hasn't even
He does
used her
them
wind powers.
so loosely in this season. It's like there was a point where something was about to happen to him. I think he was going to get knocked out or something. And I'm like, shouldn't your steel powers just like kick in, like, so you can't get
Or
knocked
even just
upside
like
the
there.
head?
Like somebody tries to like punch you and it's like,
It should be like
I
a
just made my
defense
cheek.
mechanism.
It's like I just made my cheek metal.
Yeah.
Like that would have been cool. Like, and that would save your budget too. Like, could you imagine that if like he just made his head made of steel instead of his whole body?
Right. Which
Like,
they
why
do
can't
a
you
lot
do
of
that?
times when they did it because he wasn't.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm saying because he wore the suit, but you know what I
Right.
mean. Like, if it's have him in a fucking towel and then somebody tries to like hit him, and it's like just his cheek.
I think it's
they try
like
to punch
his
him.
whole body ends up becoming like that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, why can't
There's
we just...
only a few times in this season where he actually goes steel.
But again, why not introduce the fact that he can control it that well? You could save your CGI budget and still use his powers.
Right.
That's
But
the
I mean, the
problem.
same thing too is like
People
even
just aren't creative.
even
anymore.
Sarah Lance, she doesn't dress in the white canary outfit anymore.
That suit is fucking dumb anyway. Who cares?
And I think the only
want her
one,
Black Canary
the
back.
only
I want
one
the
who
Black
still
Canary costume
stays
back.
in costume is Rory. Like, because he doesn't have the only thing he doesn't
just
have
wears a
is his
leather
fucking
jacket.
goggles. But he
why
always
does he
has
even
his
have his
gun
gun?
with him. He does. He
No, he
always
doesn't.
has it with him. Yes, he does.
Wrong.
Motherfucker,
Wrong.
you finished this? He
I will
always
go
has
back
it.
and
Go
watch.
back
The last
and
3
watch.
episodes, I've never... One, in the last 3 episodes I watched, he never used it. And 2, I never even saw it on him. It's not on his hip. Yeah, you're looking at me. I'm telling
Wrong.
you, I actually watch. I'll fucking fuck you. I'll fucking fight a bitch. I'll cut
All right,
you through the
so
internet,
we're gonna
son.
stay on here casting
Okay.
until you're done watching all 16
Yeah.
episodes.
So yeah, so come up with a fucking. You better come up with something, because I'm not done with you yet. How was Disney World, you fucking shill?
Oh, it was boring. Well, no, actually, I take that back. It was cool. I'm not a huge Disney World type person, I guess, because
Wait, but did your kids like it?
my kids are like very picky.
So the trip was amazing, Michael.
My kids were picky.
Cock.
All they really
Can I-
cared about was eating, and it's about it. Like, they didn't really care about the rides a whole lot. There was only like 4 things we probably did that Caleb actually liked, which one was really cool. But this is how you can tell that my kids' childhood is being ruined by their dad working in the entertainment industry. Is that they don't really give 2 shits about a lot of this stuff, like, because they're like, well, I know how that's done. And so we were watching the play for Little Nemo, live play, musical play or some shit. Little Nemo, Finding Nemo, sorry. And what it is it's like a stage play, and there's the Nemo, and then you can see the people carrying them around and shit like that. And like right when they first showed up, Caleb looked at me, he's like, I can tell they're not real. There's people holding them. And it just took him right out of it. I was like, I'm so sorry. And then whenever we went through all their rides, like Disney has a lot of those boat cruises and stuff that you just like float through and stuff. And anything, even like a dinosaur ride that we went on, he's just like, oh, those are just animatronics. And I'm just like,
Yeah, Rory doesn't even have his gun on him. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
Episode 10, The Getaway, the RV episode, doesn't even have the gun on him. It's not even on him.
He had it in there, that episode, because he uses it. He's about to blast Mona. Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Fucking watch.
I'm going to the end. I'm skimming through. That's why I said keep talking.
Because Sarah's like, no, don't.
No, dude, you just keep talking, bruh.
All right. But no, like, he already knew, like, it's like, oh, those are just animatronics. It's like, it was funny.
I'm like, look, somebody got a little pissy with me because I insulted their kids. Good, fuck you, by the way. I don't care. Literally at the end of the day, it's like, my kids are smart. I'm like, that's cool. There are smart kids. Don't get me wrong. There are kids who can play the violin like a 90-year-old who's been doing it their entire life. Kids are dumb. That's why they go to school. That's why they go to preschool. That's why you teach them not to eat their boogers. That's why you teach them not to kick other kids.
See, the thing is, though, is a lot of parents don't actually try to teach their kids anything nowadays. So when their kids actually do something that, one, they either learn from school or they learn from a friend, they're like, oh, I'm a good parent.
They're inherently a genius.
My kids are smart. I didn't even have to teach them that. No, because somebody else taught them that, dude. Like, it's not even necessarily that you're a good parent. You're just good at paying the bills so they can watch YouTube and figure out how to do it. It's like, come on. Like, take the fucking electronics away. Like, right now during the summertime when the kids are home and we're recording and stuff, you know, I let them on the iPad for a little bit just to keep them a little quiet. And then as soon as we're done, it's bam. I'm taking them away, and they're either going to go outside and swim, going to do numbers and all that shit. Like, you got to keep up with that, too, with kids. Like, a lot of parents don't realize it, especially younger kids. You got to keep them up with it. And that's a whole nother parent podcast.
Okay, in Lucha de Espuestes, Season 4, Episode 9, he never has his gun with him. He has a dart gun with him.
A dart gun?
Yep. He uses the dart gun.
Oh, yeah, in the Lucha, yeah. I was trying to remember what you said. But he did have it at the end of the RV one. He did.
No, he didn't.
Motherfucker, I
literally just watched it!
I am going to watch it and prove you wrong. You,
ma'am, are off base.
Ooh, Slasher has a new season on Netflix. I gotta watch that.
He does, and Rory doesn't even interact with the monster.
In which one?
It's in the one you're talking about, in the RV episode.
Is it Constantine at the end? Oh, it is Constantine at the end. Yeah.
See, okay. Get fucked. Get fucked.
I just remember her saying stop, so I just assumed that it was him.
Get fucked. I, you know, honestly, at the point that he actually doesn't use the gun, I'm wondering if there's an episode where it was destroyed and I forgot about it.
No, because he uses it later.
Well, and he also can rebuild it, so who cares? I don't know. It just seems dumb that
like. He rebuild it, or was Snart the one who built it for him?
They taught him how to build it. They actually had like 2 episodes where he's like, "You need to know everything about this gun." And
right.
Blah blah blah. But then also you have fucking Gideon. You've been on there for years. You haven't given the schematics to Gideon and just like mass produced like 4 of them.
He doesn't want anyone else to have his gun.
As I say mass produced and then said the number 4. That's a mass production apparently. It's not even as many fingers as my hand has. That's actually not true. I do have 4 fingers. I have 1 thumb. Fuck you, internet.
They I don't know, man.
Losing my mind, Michael. I'm sorry.
The thing too is that the one thing that they've forgotten about Rory is he was in the time thing as
time
like
Bureau.
as
Kronos.
Yeah, as Kronos. And it's like he's this like killer. Like he was trained to kill throughout time. Yeah. And you guys have just kind of like pushed that to the wayside.
I like the fact that they don't bring it up a ton, but my problem is when he's put in a situation where that would come in handy,
right?
They don't utilize it. Like if he's about to fight someone, he should be able to disarm, fuck them up, and call it a day without even trying.
Easy.
But that never happens, which is fucking dumb. I like him being aloof because the fact that he's aloof plays into the idea that I'm so fucking badass, I don't care. I never actually think I'm in danger because I'm a fucking badass.
Right.
But they don't play it that way. They just play him as a fucking retard, you know.
Well, he never really, he never really feels like there's any consequence to him anyways, so.
No, because he's comic relief.
Right.
That's the whole point. People like him. But I like him, so whatever. I get it. It's shitty campy writing, but it's a show that's built on shitty campy writing. So at least I'm getting what I want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So,
it's like, well, why can't you enjoy that when you watch Game of Thrones? Because it wasn't shitty campy writing in the first 4 seasons. That's why, you dipshit.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Damn. But, as per usual, like I will have to say, no matter what happens, I think there's a problem with the idea that you can like what you like and love what you love. But when somebody shows you that it's wrong, there's nothing wrong with you going, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that is kind of dumb. It doesn't
Either
make
that
sense.
or come up with a reason as to why they're wrong.
But see,
possibly.
My problem is like, if you do that, that's fine, but have it be logical.
Exactly. Logic is a very key point in lots of arguments.
Look, if you can't come up with an actual logical, real argument, then it's totally fine to go, yeah, that was dumb.
And if you're talking about something, use logic over your personal feelings.
Here, perfect example. I'll go, and this is going to be like 3 ways in because, okay, D&D broke Game of Thrones, right? I spent half a podcast defending how I love X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is a fucking dumb movie. But I liked it. Written by 2 guys I fucking hate right now. I still like that movie. Now, perfect example. Wolverine fights the Blob in a fucking gym ring, right? There's about 90
you call
questions
me
right
Blob?
there. No, I called you Bub. Fucking hilarious. I didn't say Blob, I said Bub. I love it. It's like one of the first times you actually hear him say Bub, by the way, in most of the movies. I think you hear him say it once, maybe, throughout the trilogy.
I think he says it to, like, Scott one time.
Maybe. So, okay, why does Spectre have a gym ring? Why do they have a boxing ring? Is it a gym or is it a boxing gym? What are we doing? I don't care. There's a lot of questions. I don't care. That's not the movie I'm here for. The part when he's fighting the Blob, he's defeated the Blob, he jumps on him, and he pulls his fucking claws out of his boxing glove. Why would you do that? You're not going to kill him. This is dumb.
It was a threat. And no, he didn't. Didn't he pull out 2 and leave 1 in?
No, he pulls all 3 claws out of the boxing glove because they wanted the visual of him doing, tell me where they are, that kind of. You beat him. And you guys are friends. Yes, you were fighting, but you're still all friends. And the Spectre was going to help you out too, obviously, because you guys are friends. He ends up going with him on the mission.
Right.
So.
And that's before he gets the adamantium, right? Or is that after? That's after.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
That's probably what it was, to show off his fancy new claws.
Well, no, he headbutted him and fucked him up, and then he's like, chunk. But it doesn't matter. He still could have fucked him up, and everybody knows he's unkillable.
Right. But
So
the Blob also didn't know that he had metal claws now either.
But that also doesn't matter because you can't kill him.
It doesn't.
He could still. The Blob is still puncturable. He's not. I don't know. Well, no, he's not. I guess maybe. I don't know.
In the comics, it's not. He's supposed to be like a lot harder than. This was just a guy that was fat in the movie. That's all that was.
The adamantium could kill him, but he doesn't need to kill him because you knocked him down because you hit him in the head.
Right. Which also showed your adamantium skull. Which
exactly
what they were trying to prove.
It didn't show the skull, but it's still he outpowered him. It didn't matter. He could have adamantium punched him in the face or kicked him in the dick or something, and it would have worked just as good. He didn't need to bring the claws out and be like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, you're my friend, which is also against Wolverine's kind of character at the point in this movie. He's a little more sentimental in this movie versus other ones where he goes berserker. Yeah, those are problems in the movie. Those are me going, yeah, this is a huge fucking problem. But at the same time, I go, we wanted the cool shot with the claws coming out of the boxing glove. These are 3 guys who've worked together for a really long time in a very, like, what do you call it? A high tension, crazy environment. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe they all get a little excessive. It's fine. I don't care. It was fun for the visual. It was fun for this moment. I don't care. This movie sucks anyway.
Yeah.
But the character interactions are strong enough to where you're like, Wolverine's not actually gonna kill him. It's fine.
See,
let's walk away.
I would have to be opposite though, because you're saying like this movie sucks. Like it sucks as a movie. To me, especially if I was in your shoes, and of course this is just a personality thing too, where if I like the movie, say I was you, I like X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it sucks. But if someone comes to me and says it sucks, I'm going to be like, okay, if you think so, but I think it's dope.
But see, this is where I would go, well, did you watch it?
Right.
Did you watch it? And you go, yeah, I watched it and it sucks. I'm going, okay. I'm not going to change your mind because I think it actually is pretty terrible.
Right.
But for some reason, it resonated with me. The things that it did were really, really good. Like, okay, so literally, Michael, have you seen X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Yes.
What did you think of it? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it as what it was. It wasn't like the best X-Men thing that they did.
Yeah.
Wasn't the worst.
See, me, I think it's more watchable than the Wolverine, in my opinion.
As far as like multiple viewings,
yeah,
I will go with
absolutely.
that. Yes. Because the Wolverine gets into some shit that's kind of like, okay, I can't really watch this 100 times. Versus,
and the ending is really lame, and like the grandiose fan service moments that we're supposed to get really aren't that cool. But all the fan service we get in X-Men Origins is really cool, and then they just fuck up a lot of shit.
I've seen better done sci-fi samurai Japanese movies than that. So,
and I mean, the Silver Samurai was just lame, and it's a big CGI thing, and it just all sucked. But like I would say, I have no problem telling somebody, it's like, well, should I go see X-Men Origins Wolverine? I go, it depends on what. What movies do you like? Do you even like comic book movies? Yeah, I like comic book movies. Do you like the X-Men? Like the 90s like campy cartoon?
Right.
Yeah. Then yes, go watch this.
Do you like these characters, Do you like this actor,
You will fucking hate what they do to Deadpool at the end. I'm sorry. I won't spoil it for you.
Right.
It's going to be terrible, but just know it's terrible and go, don't judge the movie on that.
Yeah. And that's where I think a lot of people ended up judging this movie completely on the ending. Which, honestly, though, I could say I judged Black Panther a lot on its ending, too.
I judged Black Panther on the whole fucking movie.
The whole movie is, but the ending is what really got me to think the movie through again.
Fucking war rhinos, goddamn.
And then, like, you can say the same thing with lots of movies. Like, people judge them on the last thing that they kind of see.
Yeah.
And with Origins, the last fucking thing you see is Deadpool's head going, shh. Like,
but I
come on.
But I'd argue if that was just some random mutant, the fight would have been dope.
Yeah. Yeah, if they wouldn't have given it a name,
Deadpool, it'd been fine. He'd have been fine.
Right.
It would have been absolutely fine. Because you would have been happy with Wade Wilson. You'd have been like, Ryan Reynolds is him is fucking perfect. Shh. This proved it's perfect. It's amazing. And then if you never saw him again throughout the rest of the movie, you'd go, I want a fucking Deadpool movie tomorrow. Right.
And you never actually do see Ryan Reynolds again. Because the guy who plays him at the end isn't Ryan Reynolds.
It's a stunt double.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I go, you take that part out of your head, and then all you're dealing with throughout the rest of the movie is some bad acting from like two characters and some really corny fucking dialogue and some really bad edits.
Yeah.
If you cut out a lot of the corny dialogue, which is, I'm working on that edit as well. If you cut a lot of that dialogue out, the visuals are solid. Yeah. It's the same thing with Game of Thrones. You go watch Game of Thrones right now with David and Dan. Nobody's saying that they shot it badly. Right. Nobody's saying that it didn't look good. Everybody's saying the writing was fucking trash and it was tropey shit. Mm-hmm. When you're making a comic book movie, tropey shit kind of works.
Right.
Meme shit and pop culture shit? No. Tropey nonsense, yeah.
Something that's going to last, too. something that'll last the test of time. Like you
a
can
stereo-
have a good joke
Yeah.
without it referencing something that's going on today and tomorrow.
Here,
Like
perfect example is the stereotype of a gamer with a headset on, holding a controller in his mom's basement. That is a stereotype. Right? Now, meme culture bullshit pandering
Fortnite.
is somebody playing fucking Fortnite yelling New Master 69.
Right.
That is pandering meme bullshit versus a dickhead playing a video game going, fuck this game.
That's one thing I
That's
like
different.
about Howard the Duck movie. I will by far say Howard the Duck is not a good movie. It's a fun fucking movie, and I love it to death.
It's like, but you could defend it in a real way.
Yeah.
Why was it fun? Easy. Animatronics were neat to look at.
Right.
There's a hot chick trying to bang a fucking puppet duck. That's hilarious. Everything is practical, so it's there. If anything, for the movie making appreciation of it, that's exciting. I'll watch that. But are you gonna go, the plot's amazing, the characters are extremely fledged out? You're like,
not only that, like
really.
even the humor with inside the movie too is something that you can still get today.
Yeah.
It's humor that lasts, mostly because a lot of it's like sexual tension humor and shit like that, but it still lasts. Plus, you have Jeffrey Jones that, like, he's the doctor, but then he, like, turns into this weird alien voice.
Have you seen the Guyver?
The Guyver?
Or Guyver 2? Guyver or Guyver 2?
I might have before.
It's these sci-fi movies. It's kind of like a dark
The
version
Guyver.
of if like one Power Ranger like went off and was really dark.
I've heard of it. I have not actually watched them.
Michael, you'll love it. You should watch it. 100%. Because that's a movie franchise I think could really use a fucking reboot right now.
So there's the Guyver and then the Guyver Dark Hero. Is that the sequel?
Yes, that's the sequel.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch the first one for sure. The first one's the one you'll like. It's a bunch of dickheads in like fucking suits and stuff, and it's very sci-fi, 80s sci-fi. Yeah, it just imagine if Tommy, the Green Ranger, was really, really dark and just went around killing things. That's what you want. Like, just think that. It's exactly what that movie is. Watch it and get back to me. Have you watched Turtles versus Batman or whatever yet?
No.
Did you finally watch it?
No.
You haven't watched it yet?
I haven't had time, man. Like, cause we don't want to watch it.
You went on the trip.
We don't want to watch it on with the kids either. So, and
Well, if you
we're
get
trying
bored-
to finish up this show that we just started on Netflix. With Jessica, or not Jessica Applegate, Sarah, or whatever the fuck her name is, Christina Applegate.
Christina Applegate. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That looks great. Okay, how about homework? Give me a movie I should watch. I'll give you a movie you should watch.
Let's see here.
If you want,
I did. I gave you that one. Did you see it yet? New or old? How about that? New or old?
Something you think I need to watch right now to have a discussion. Something you actually give a shit about. There's no reason to make me just watch something you don't care
Okay,
about.
yeah, because there's that one that Netflix put out, but it's not like something I need to talk about. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Even if it's an old one that you really love that you think I haven't seen yet, I'll even take that.
I would go watch Tusk.
Okay.
Watch Tusk.
Oh, you want us to get into the Kevin Smith shit anyway, so yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good
we
idea.
can do a Smith podcast. We'll do the View Askew universe cast.
Okay.
Oh, one of these days soon.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
only need like 3 more movies to see them all, so I'll be
which ones?
Tusk, Yoga Hosers, and I should probably I'm not gonna watch Reread.
Well,
I'm not gonna
Tusk, Yoga Hosers, and Red State are not in the View Askew universe.
Okay, then
Those are like his horror genre ones.
Then I've seen them all. Then.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure
I'll probably
you've seen them.
rewatch. I'll probably rewatch Clerks 2 because I've only seen that one twice.
I've seen that one a bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's not my favorite. The only reason I really like that is for the dancing scene with Rosario Dawson on the fucking.
But you don't like the pussy
Pillow
troll
pants?
pillow pants?
fucking pillow.
Or Glycerine.
I do love the fight. I love the fight when they yell about the better trilogy, the Lord of the Rings versus OT.
But yeah, no, dude. Check out Tusk.
Yeah.
Because we could talk about that. See what you think. I know Hannah would probably like it.
Yeah. And I'll do a commentary, and it'll be fun.
I just read here that one of the guys I watched on Twitch, Dr. Disrespect, is he just got banned from E3 for streaming inside of the bathroom at the convention center.
Why the fuck would you do that, you fucking retard?
But Twitch, apparently Twitch just banned him too.
Good.
So he just lost his whole platform.
Good. Fucking retard.
Wait a minute.
That's
what?
a fucking stupid decision.
Here's what it said. Bemis camera person walked into one of the public bathrooms inside of Los Angeles where E3 is hosted while the camera was still live streaming. Oh. Yeah. So they were live on like a camera and they went into the bathroom. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to defend that. Because that you should be like, I thought he was just sitting in like a stall by himself.
That's also stupid, Michael.
I mean, people do it all the time on Facebook Live, so but
Facebook,
like walking into a bathroom.
On Facebook.
Yeah, you do.
Well, okay, fine. I don't care. Nobody cares about Facebook then. How about that?
But no, like
here, let me retract that.
Walking.
Then. Twitch is completely different because you have subscribers and bullshit. It's like, oh, people follow you and blah 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 on Facebook. Facebook is a very, very passive platform.
Yeah.
Twitch is not passive. Twitch is like, yeah, I can find some people, but you actually subscribe to these people and you pay them money to subscribe to them. I don't pay to like you. I can follow you if I want, but I actually have to pay to subscribe to you.
I don't understand why he would.
Why would you do that? You're fucking dumb.
Take that in there like that. Like you should know better than to do that.
Or put your phone in your pocket. Put your phone in your fucking pocket.
That's like those dumbass people, like the girls who try and like body shame people at the gym and they'll like take pictures.
I can't believe that is even a thing. It's insane. It's so insane.
You know what I'm talking about though. Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's insane. People are fucking dumb, dude. I'm telling you, people are fucking dumb. They have no nuance. They treat everybody like they're watching them through a screen now.
Right.
It's like, I'm watching them through a screen.
But see, the people do the shit.
The moment happen, and I'll pull my phone out.
They do the shit because it's like, and Facebook and Instagram and all them are responsible for it pretty much because it's like the more likes you get and the more subs you get, the more popularity you get, the more money you can make and all that shit. And it's like you should lose all of your sponsors if you do shit like that.
Look, I will do this.
If it was a celebrity, a real celebrity, they would be gone.
Social media and stuff is a cancer. It is the cancer of our age. I absolutely believe it. I think it's one of the biggest addictions we all have. That's great. I would also argue if social media didn't exist, we would figure it out in a different app on our phone.
Right.
So I would think the secondary cancer is the phone because the phone gives us access to those things everywhere we go. So I think the phone is the biggest
I want to also say though too, like there's a difference between what those people are doing and then a difference between somebody putting on like an actual show or doing like a podcast like we're doing.
Oh yeah.
That's completely different than showing pictures like exploiting other people like that or doing shit like that.
And I don't know about you, and I would like to think that you are open-minded enough. Yeah, I understand that I've attacked, quote-unquote, people, quote-unquote, attacked names, and I spell them out so people can search them and read their articles and do those things. If any of those fucking dickheads, fucking pussies, dipshit, fucking terrible writers who are pandering to people for clickbait, cunts, from sci-fi.
I would love to have one of them on the show just to see what they would say.
That's what I'm saying. Good. I'm glad you said it first. I'm totally fine with them being up, and I would be fine. I would be nice, and I would be cordial. Yes, I'm giving it a hyperbolic opinion and a hyperbolic reaction to the thing they read because I read it. I read the whole thing. I had my opinion, and I made my opinion, and I made it shared. If the person was willing enough to have the testicles or the ovaries strong enough to come on here and defend themselves.
And not necessarily like create an argument, but actually like a conversation.
I don't want an argument. I want a conversation. I want to know, why'd you write it that way? Why did you pick that headline? If you go, I literally just wanted it because I wanted clickbait. Okay, that's fine. I get that. That totally makes sense.
Or why you openly admitted that if we don't, butter these companies up, we'll lose our sponsorship with them.
Exactly. Or why? Oh, great Sagu. I actually got something for you. But like, you read the rest of the article. Okay, so then why'd you write the rest of the article like that? Then your closing statement. Are you really like anti-men, or are you just trying to do that to get an audience?
Because it's what's hitting right now. It's what's popping.
And then that becomes the problem for them. They only have two choices. They either go, yeah, I believe that, and you're a psychopath.
Right.
Or, well, I mean, I kind of believe it, but you have to be a little hyperbolic to get the clicks. Then you're disingenuous and you're a fucking liar, and nobody should subscribe to you because you're getting paid to pander.
Right.
That is what is wrong with writing and information. And but it's a form of entertainment. No, it's propaganda, and it's bullshit, and it's manipulation. They're completely fucking different. Completely different. Go fuck yourself. So Brit, whoever from AV Club News or whatever, you're a piece of shit. And that fucking Adam, I think his name is Adam. God damn, dude,
so
like a month and I still remember him. Fuck those guys.
that Brit person. So when you were talking about that, I almost didn't put that into the show that day.
Because you're such a bitch about that
because
stuff.
the exact name that you said, I don't care. But the same name you said is the exact name of one of my dude's wives. And I was like, oh shit, is this the same person?
Bring it.
But it's not.
Yeah.
I was like, that would be a cool dynamic to get her on though, if that was.
Wouldn't even be surprised if it was like a pen name or like a
right.
They call him a pseudonym.
But she doesn't do writing. That's what confused me. But it's legit like her name that you said, and I was like, oh shit, I wonder if.
Fucking fine.
Yeah, so.
That's hysterical.
So that would have been the only reason I wouldn't, because I'm like really good friends with dude. So.
No, and even like Legal Eagle, fuck that guy.
I would have no.
Like,
I
wants to come on. He can come on too.
I would have. What I would have done was I would have cut that part from the cast and sent it to them first and been like, hey, is this cool? If I would have found that out. But if I don't know you, I don't give a shit.
No, it's just funny. It's just like these people would bitch about it. It's like, you're being really mean about my content. You put you put the content out, dipshit.
Right.
I'm analyzing the thing you put out.
And here's the thing: is I don't want people on the cast if they're going to not give their true opinions about something.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how I feel. Is I don't want to pander to any companies that we don't.
Why fucking bother? There's no point. There's no point.
And just like if for some reason we ever got like a sponsor or something, if I don't like that product, why would I do it? Lots of people do that shit, but it's like I'll advertise them on the video, but then I'll probably still talk shit about it later too.
Right? I'm still waiting for movement watches. That's what I'm waiting for.
Movement watches.
For a sponsor. That's what I want. Dude, there's this.
So you said there was a segue though.
Yeah, the Sagu for not being paid for your fucking opinions. The bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's nothing worse than being a shill for someone or whatever.
I remember back in the day. So nowadays we have a shitload of movie reviewers.
Yes, they're everywhere.
Before we didn't have YouTube, before we didn't have all these sites, our movie reviewers were Siskel and Ebert or random publicists in the newspaper. And they were always usually people that had worked in the industry for a long time.
Yeah.
Or have been reviewing and they've been doing this, and that. Nowadays, it's like we've lost touch with, I don't want to say that no, everybody doesn't have a voice. I love that more people have a voice to do this, because then we get to see more opinions on the things. But when a lot of them start just liking everything, and there's no way that you can like every single thing. Like, your opinion should matter enough to where you aren't feeling pressured to say something good about this or bad about this. It's like, treat it as a friend. You know, sometimes your friends are assholes and you got to tell them. You know, sometimes the production companies put out bad shit and you got to tell them.
Yeah, I would agree. No, I agree. My thing is I don't know if you've ever heard of Collider. They're a YouTube channel.
Aren't they? Don't they have a website too? Collider.com or some shit?
Very well-known entity on the internet. Movie reviews, game reviews, pop culture reviews, blah, blah, blah. John Campea used to be one of the headliners. He no longer works there. Came out very, very, very strong, knowing that he was a Star Wars shill. I know people throw that word around a lot lately. I mean, it's essentially a shill is kind of like the SJW word for critics these days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found out he was being paid to give out certain opinions and blah, blah, blah. So he left, created his own channel, did his own thing. I actually listened to these guys pretty religiously for a while. I did it for probably a year, I guess.
Yeah.
It's all I listened to. I listened anytime they put out a video or did a review on like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or any of that stuff. I listened to it and I ate that shit up. And then like a month or like a year in, their opinions started to change and things got a little wonky and they were putting out a lot more shows and the substance was gone. The character was gone. The actual passion felt like it disappeared.
Okay.
And then come to find out, yeah, they're being paid. They're all being paid.
Right.
So one of my favorite things is there was like 3 or 4 guys who were like huge Star Wars dudes. Like that's all they did. Star Wars was their shit. This dude went fucking crazy. I'll see if I can get you the link. You'll love it. This fucking dude, I can't remember his name, loses his fucking mind live.
About Star Wars or?
About Star Wars because he wasn't invited to the Galaxy Edge's opening or some gala event or something.
Okay.
So he fucking lost his mind live on air. About, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. They've been paying me for years. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit about this.
Oh, so he care. Like admitted that they've been paying the company and all that shit. And,
yep.
And
and then the producer's in the other room and they're going back and forth, cutting between cameras. And the producer's like, no, you're going to talk about it. And he's like, no, I'm not. Get a different host. We can fucking leave. I don't care.
So they were putting the producers on the show then too?
They were both there.
Because it was live, right?
Fucking live.
Right.
Cutting camera back and forth, the both of them bitching at each other. While they had a guest and like 3 other hosts. Fucking insane, dude. And the guy is literally just going like, yeah, I didn't get what I wanted. I'm not getting paid right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to talk about it.
So he was basically being a baby about it, one.
Yeah.
Like, I get, being, like, petty.
But then you also find out a lot of their opinions are being paid for. That's scary, dude.
Right. You think they would have cut that from being, like, reproduced onto the internet? Like.
Well, welcome to the internet, bro. Nothing ever dies. So this guy really fucked himself, and it's one of those deals where it just proved my point. I'm like, there's a reason why their content, I haven't seen them in 3 or 4 years because I hate them.
Right.
And then I find out, they're being paid by Disney exclusively to do these things, and he got mad because he wasn't given an invitation to one of their big openings. And they tried to delete the footage off the internet. The internet is strong and kept it, and I saw it, and it's disgusting. I fucking hate it. This is that thing where I talk about where it's like trust the people who review your movies, man. Trust it. Trust them. Let them know that they're consistent. Let them know that they're honest. Let them know that.
This is why I like smaller guys too, or like not. I don't need people with millions.
I just want
subs.
people with integrity. I don't care. You could be rich and famous and awesome and still have integrity. Like fuck. Like.
And if you're a good reviewer and your fans like you, that's what's gonna keep your shit up. You know. So what if you have to pay for a movie every so often? You know, whatever. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're getting all the views. These guys probably make like $50,000 a month or something, and it's like, what, you can't afford a $20 a month fucking subscription for a fucking movie pass, you cunt. It's just shit, man.
Like I get that they want the early passes and shit, but you can still find other ways to get those.
But you don't even need them. Like fuck you. Like people put out videos like a week later.
But even I can get a media pass. Like you can get a media pass to go to these things. You can. It's not super hard.
I want to try and get you into my Mahler stuff because it's given me perspective on multiple movies, which is really cool. It gives me a chance to go watch a movie for funsies and watch a movie in a technical way. And it's fun to do that because it gives me an opportunity to watch movies I like twice, which is awesome.
Right.
And you know, the good movies make you like them more. The bad movies make you kind of go, wish I liked that more. And then you just walk away. It's fine.
Yeah.
You have a good opinion. It's an honest opinion. And you actually have reasons why when people ask. My two movies for you, I'm just going to segue real strong. Back to what we were doing. I think you need to watch Batman vs. Turtles, which I think you were going to do anyway.
All right.
And I would really like you to watch... First Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Just the first one.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Just the first one.
I can't.
If you don't watch the other two, that's fine. I just want you to watch the first one.
I can't. I can't.
You have to.
I can't. We're already spending like 3 hours watching the fucking Avatar movie tonight. I think tonight.
Well, you don't gotta watch it tonight.
Oh, John, I have so much to catch up on.
That's right. It's adorable. So Batman v Turtles, which you were gonna probably do anyway.
Yeah.
And the first Lord of the Rings, just the first one. I'm not asking for the whole trilogy, just the first one. Because I'm sure you probably own it and never seen it.
What one? The first
one.
I own all three of them. I've owned all three of them for 10 years. I've still never watched them.
Cool. I'm not even gonna yell at you. I've given up. I'm asking you to watch Turtles vs. Batman so I don't look like a fucking crazy person. Because I'm telling you, it's not a good film.
Right.
And like even as fan service, I didn't even like the fan service. I thought the fan service was too heavy-handed. My favorite scene is the end. It's literally the final moment. You'll understand why, and we'll talk about it when you're done. But yeah, just give me the first one. Fellowship of the Ring. That's it. Give me the first one. If you don't watch the other two, you'd at least give me a reason to go, it was boring. I didn't like the actors, whatever.
It was boring. I don't like the actors.
Yeah, so...
The intro got me, so I decided to turn it off.
The music was weird. Why are those guys so short? Arrows. They don't have guns?
They're a little gay for me.
They don't have guns? Fucking pussies. Rings are for gay people. They're for the gays. They don't know the way.
So this movie is about a guy proposing to a volcano or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's actually it's actually about this dude named Sam and this guy named Fredo, I think, and they fuck, and he gives him a gold ring at the end, and then they fuck again as a volcano explodes. Pretty awesome. And I think it's the guy from Rudy, which is even better, so that's cool.
Rudy. He's also in Stranger Things, I think, now.
He's also in like 900 other movies. He's also in Goonies, which you already brought up. He's also in 50 First Dates, where he's fucking hysterical as the lispy bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, he's the brother. I forgot about that. Shit.
Honestly, that's your homework. I will get on some Tusk. I'll even try and knock out yoga hosers just to be nice.
All right.
And yeah. So I feel good. I think we've ran the gambit. I hope, again, always, Captain Marvel's a villain. Fucking at me. I'll be happy to fight you. Hey, dumb bitches, if we've hurt your feelings, feel free to hit us up and feel free to come on and defend yourself. It'd be great. I'll be nice. I'll be civil.
No, he won't.
No, I will. I'm a goodie. I'm a goodie. I only yell at you because I know you.
Yeah, you didn't yell at Quinn. I was surprised. Well, of course, he didn't really do a whole lot of
what he's not
back and
combative.
forth. Yeah, not on there. And he wasn't.
2, I also don't know him very well, so I gotta gotta have my stuff. 3, a lot of times, dude. Let's be fair, audience.
So
calm down. I yell at Michael for the lulls. It's not always complete hatred. I do hate you that you haven't seen the trilogy, but
John's personality is not as toxic as some people might want to believe.
No, I'm a gigantic pussy.
But no, dude, we should totally, like, next time Quinn is on a Durant, we should hop on there and like Operation Babble the shit out of his Durant, like take over.
Come out of nowhere.
Like
Babble rant,
like WWF, WCW style, just take over Monday night.
I would love it. Just fucking come up. It doesn't matter what your name is. That'd be fucking dope. Yeah. Well, hopefully Quinn does one soon, and we'll jump on. And I enjoyed having him on. Yeah. It was cool. I hope he gets his equipment up. Quinn, yeah, that's a shout out.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Michael. I appreciate you, sir. I hope shit gets better. E3, do better. Movies, please do better. 2019's not great. Hopefully this gender politics shit dies, and Maleficent, I think, is about to get that Disney treatment, so good luck to her, and we'll see what happens. So I don't know about you, Michael, but I had a good time. So later, nerds.
Peace. Thanks for tuning in to another great episode of Operation Babble. You can catch this episode and more at soundcloud.com/Operation Babble or iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Play at Operation Babble, or YouTube at Myke Shrews, MYKESHREWS. Have a great day, guys. Peace.